Austin is a wide receiver and defensive back and being escorted tonight by his parents, James and Melissa Skidmore. Number 24, Austin Skidmore. Number 44, Evan Smith. Evan Smith is a tight end and linebacker, escorted tonight by his parents, Darren and Chris Smith. Number 44, Evan Smith. Number 45, Justin Sturdivant. Justin is a tight end and defensive end, being escorted tonight by his parents, Chris and Angela Sturdivant. Number 45, Justin Sturdivant. Number 50, Corey Norman. Corey is an offensive lineman being escorted by his parents, Josh and Summer Norman. Number 50, Corey Norman. Number 63, Hayden Moody. Hayden is an offensive lineman, defensive lineman, escorted tonight by his parents, Les and Nicole Moody. Number 63, Hayden Moody. Number 65, Cody Morehouse. Cody is an offensive and defensive lineman being escorted by his parents, Troy and Crystal Morehouse. Number 65, Cody Morehouse. Number 67, Logan Barlander. Logan is an offensive and defensive lineman and being escorted by his parents, Jeff and April Barlander. Number 67, Logan Barlander. Number 90, Trenton Giles. Trenton Giles is a tight end and linebacker and being escorted by his parents, Tom and Amanda Giles. Number 90, Trenton Giles. Let's have a nice round of applause for your 2019 class of 2020 senior football players and their parents. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll let you prepare for the game. Now we would like to honor our 2019 senior cross-country athlete and her parents. Miku Nambara. Miku Nambara is being escorted by her parents, Masahiro and Amika Nambara. Miku has participated in the cross-country program at Republic High School for 4 years. She also participates in the National Honor Society, Green Team, Lead Team, and the A+ program, as well as being a member of the Lady Tiger soccer team and the Tiger Pride marching band. Miku has a 4.3 grade point average and plans to attend Missouri University in Columbia, where she will study biomedical engineering. Miku Nambara. At this time, we would like to honor our 2019 band members and their parents. Our first senior is Morgan Blanford. Morgan plays in the front ensemble, has been in band since 6th grade, and has marched with the high school band for 4 years. She's being escorted by her parents, Paul and Katie Blanford. Morgan Blanford. Matthew Brewer. Matthew plays the trumpet, been in band since 6th grade, and has marched with the high school band for 4 years. Matthew's being escorted by his parents, Scott and Carmen Brewer. Matthew Brewer. Peyton Carter. Peyton Carter is in color guard, has been in band since 6th grade, marched with the high school band for 2 years. Peyton is being escorted by his mother, Lindsay Carter, and his grandmother, Mary Kay Ekman. Peyton Carter. Zachary Disney. Zachary plays the baritone, been in band since 6th grade, marched with a high school band for 4 years. Zachary is being escorted by his mother, April James. Zachary Disney. Nolan Ebrick. Nolan plays the trumpet, been in band since 6th grade, and has marched with a high school band for 4 years. Nolan is being escorted by his parents, Seth Ebrick and Ashley Teets. Nolan Ebrick. Madison Garvey. Madison Garvey plays in the front ensemble, has been in band since 6th grade and marched with a high school band for 4 years. Madison is being escorted by her parents, Matthew and Sarah Garvey. Also there is drum major Megan Garvey. Megan plays the French horn and been in band since 6th grade, marched with a high school band for 4 years. Megan is being escorted as well by her parents, Matthew and Sarah Garvey. Drum major Megan Garvey. Kurt Goddard. Kurt Goddard plays in the front ensemble, been in band since 6th grade, marched with a high school band for 4 years. Kurt is being escorted by his parents, Greg and Taryn Goddard. Kurt Goddard. Aurora Hale. Aurora plays the trombone, been in band since 6th grade, marched with a high school band for 4 years. Aurora is being escorted by her parents, Ben Hale and Stephanie Summers. Aurora Hale. Krista Halstead. Krista plays the trumpet, been in band since 6th grade and marched with a high school band for 4 years. Krista is being escorted by her parents, Mark and Myra Halstead. Krista Halstead. Next is Bailey Hanson. Bailey plays the French horn and has been in band since 6th grade and marched with a high school band for 4 years. Bailey's being escorted by her parents, Eric and Christy Hanson. Bailey Hanson. Aaron Hayward. Aaron plays the clarinet, been in band since the 6th grade and marched with a high school band for 4 years. He's being escorted tonight by his parents, John and Ann Hayward. Aaron Hayward. Drum major, Gavin Hesterly. Gavin plays the French horn, been in band since the 6th grade, marched with a high school band for 4 years. Gavin's being escorted by her parents, Scott and Mindy Hesterly. Drum major, Gavin Hesterly. Ellie Lawson. Ellie is in the color guard, been in band since 9th grade, and has marched with a high school band for 4 years. Ellie's being escorted tonight by her parents, Denny and Brandy Lawson. Ellie Lawson. Avery McGuire plays the clarinet, been in band since 6th grade and marched with a high school band for 4 years. Avery's being escorted by her parents, Jason McGuire and Karen Maggard. Avery McGuire. Abby McKee. Abby plays the alto saxophone, been in band since 6th grade, marched with a high school band for 4 years. Abby's being escorted by her parents, Tim and Robin McKee. Abby McKee. Drum major, Maggie Mancado. Maggie's plays the tenor saxophone, been in band since 6th grade, marched with a high school band for 4 years. Maggie's being escorted by her parents, Matt and Carol Mancado. Drum major, Maggie Mancado. Hannah Mooneyham. Hannah's in the color guard, been in band since 6th grade, marched with a high school band for 4 years. Heather's being escorted by her parents, Zach and Angie Mooneyham. Hannah Mooneyham. Miku Nambara. Miku plays the clarinet. Been in band since 6th grade. Marched with a high school band for 4 years. Again, Mika tonight being escorted by her parents, Masahiro and Amika Numbara. Miku Numbara. Madison Newton plays the trombone. Been in band since 6th grade. Marched with a high school band for 4 years. Madison being escorted by her parents, Sarah Newton and Samuel Ferguson. Madison Newton. Jaylee Purcell. Jaylee plays in the front ensemble. Been in band since 6th grade and marched with a high school band for 4 years. Jaylee's being escorted by her parents, Jason and Lisa Purcell. Jaylee Purcell. Ethan Ragsdale. Ethan plays the trombone. Been in band since 6th grade. Marched with a high school band for 4 years. Matthew's being escorted by his parents, David and Tricia Ragsdale. Ethan Ragsdale. Noah Richards. Noah plays the bass clarinet. Been in band since 6th grade and marched with a high school band for 4 years. Noah's being escorted by his parents, Bobby and Karina Richards. Noah Richards. Katie Stiles. Katie plays the trumpet. Been in band since 6th grade and marched with a high school band for 4 years. Katie's being escorted by her parents, Mark Stiles and Julie Hayden Stiles. Katie Stiles. Colton Swindle. Colton plays the tuba. He's been in band since 6th grade and marched with a high school band for 4 years. Colton's being escorted by his parents, Kevin and Kathy Swindle. Kelsey Trussler. Kelsey's in color guard, been in band since 7th grade, marched with a high school band for 4 years. Kelsey being escorted tonight by her parents, Jason and Karen Trussler. Kelsey Trussler. Sierra Watson. Sierra Watson plays the flute, been in band since 6th grade and marched with a high school band for 4 years. Sarah is being escorted by her mother, Rebecca Panucci. Sierra Watson. Allison Zahner. Allison plays the trumpet, been in band since 6th grade, marched with a high school band for 4 years. Allison's being escorted tonight by her parents, Aaron Zahner and Janine Shelton. Allison Zahner. Jared Zane. Jared Zane plays the tenor saxophone and been in band since the 6th grade and marched with a high school band for 4 years. Jared's being escorted by his parents, Richard Zane and Tressa Jennings. Jared Zane. We appreciate the hard work and dedication by our senior band students. We wish them nothing but the best in the upcoming school year and in their future endeavors. Let's put our hands together for our 2019 senior band students. Thank you all for all you do.
So welcome to the Mid-Missouri Bank Repmo Football Show. That's the midweek show. It's not the Mid-Missouri Bank Repmo Football Show. It's the Heinz Street Pharmacy Repmo Football pregame show as the Tigers get set to take on Neosho in Week 9 of the high school football season. And the band getting set to take the field for the pregame ceremony. And so for the pregame ceremony, this is a little bit different than usual. We had the senior night festivities, and we're going to go ahead and let you listen in once the band gets set up. Of course, the seniors just walked through the senior night, but we're going to kind of watch in and listen to the national anthem and watch the ROTC bring in the colors. And we'll do that right now.
Gentlemen, if you would, remove your hats. Please remain standing as the band will perform our national anthem. America as the Tiger Pride Marching Band plays our national anthem.
So the national anthem has been played, the seniors have been introduced, and we are just about ready for football. On week 9 of the football season here in Republic. We're going to take a break and be back with more of our Hines Street Pharmacy Retmo football pregame show after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports. Hines Street Pharmacy delivers prescriptions right to your door, and they can often save you money compared to what you're paying at the big box pharmacies. And their drive-up window can help you avoid long lines on your way home from work, too. Hines Street Pharmacy. Experience the hometown difference. Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
Truck Month is happening now at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic with over 100 new Silverados on sale. Choose from new 2019 crew cabs starting under $30,000. Check out the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever and choose a new 2019 crew cab starting at under $30,000. Or make the switch to a new Equinox priced as low as $19,950 at Pinnaker Chevrolet. So find new roads in Republic or view the complete inventory at PinnakerChevrolet.com.
Pick Pinnaker every time!
Neosho is a team that's had its struggles as well this year. They've won one, and in fact, they beat Branson the week after Branson had beaten you, so in week 2. So they're on a long losing streak since that point. And as you look at them and get ready for that, for them coming in, I know offensively they're just kind of a grinded out offense. In fact, down there last year, it seemed like they almost just kind of lull you to sleep. It's just by the time your offense gets back out there, they've had a nap. Yep. It takes so long for them to drive down the field.
Yeah, so, I mean, primarily a run team, a 90% run team. They have some athletes, and the quarterback's a great player. He's a great runner. He was a good player as a freshman, really hard to tackle. He played running back for us when I was there, and he is very slippery and hard to bring down. And, looking maybe not as many this year, but last year, his junior year, he had a ton of rushing yards and a bunch of long runs. And if you don't wrap him up and you don't know where he's at or you don't fit correctly, he will make you pay really quickly. And and they have plenty of guys capable. They've got, I feel like, I'm not trying to upset their linemen or anything, but I think their skill guys are really good. Yeah. And I think their linemen are physical, but I don't think they have as much experience, I guess is what I'm saying, on the line. And so, but they are a physical football team. You can just see it on film. They get off the ball. They try to sustain blocks. On defense, they tackle. They run downhill, and they don't come to just tackle you. They come to hit you. And so they may be 1-8, but they've been in almost every game. I mean, other than the Joplin Webb Carthage, run that everybody is kind of going through right now, they've been in all the other games. There's no doubt they've had opportunities and chances late in games to win those games. So, it's not like we're getting ready to play a team that's not any good, because they have guys that are fully capable. Sam Cook plays defensive end outside linebacker and tight end. He can get vertical on you in a hurry from the tight end spot. He's a 6'5", 210-pound outside linebacker who's and tight end who's extremely athletic and was an all-conference player last year as a junior. So they've got other guys, that can play as well. So, but I'd say, on offense, the quarterback is the key, and you got to stop him and and the other guys can do some things too. So, but the quarterback's the key, and we got to stop him, and we got to tackle, and we got to do our responsibility. They'll run some inside-outside veer. They'll mix in some power plays and counters, and different things like that. So, but we got to recognize formation, get lined up, and play fast and play physical, and try to stop them.
Is there an area where you feel like maybe you have an advantage if you can execute?
Oh, I mean, I don't know if an advantage. I know our line is more experienced. That would be it. They don't have a lot of guys back. They graduated a lot on the lines. So I would say, but I think in their secondary, they're all seniors. They all played some three of them started last year. So they're going to have a lot of experience there. And then at linebacker, I think they have 2 out of their 4 linebackers back. And they've got a lot of experience in the skills positions, just not as much on the line. So I guess, if there was one advantage that we have based on experience, and I feel like we've played well up front offensively. And maybe they're like I said, they only have one offensive lineman back from a year ago. So, but, like I said, it's not like the guys they have in there aren't physical. They're being physical, and they're running the ball and trying to, and like, as you mentioned earlier, they do a nice job of keeping holding the ball. They may have an 8-minute drive.
Yeah.
If you don't stop them, you've got to stop them for 3 yards or less every play, because they're going to go 4 yards, 5 yards. If you let them get 4 and 5 yards, it's going to be a long night, and they're going to be on the field a long time. And, so we've got to do a good job of getting them off the field. There are a few teams like Neosho was able to hold them to a lot of 3 and outs, made a huge difference. If you're not careful, you're going to limit yourself to 7, 8 possessions the entire game with the way they play.
That's kind of what happened down there last year.
It's very typical of their games, and so that'll be a huge factor for us is, can we get 3 and outs? Can we get at least a 6 and out? Can we stop them from getting the drives where they get 4 and 5 and 6 first downs? Because they'll snap it with 5 seconds on the play clock. They're going to wind it down, and they're going to drain the clock and shorten the game and try to. And their defense is good. Like, it's not now. Offensively, them holding the ball helps. They're out their defense, but they're good. They've got players on that defense back, 6 of them, I think, and several really good ones.
I said I would mention it. I don't know what there is to say about it, but district standings, even with this week, I don't know where you'll end up for probably 4 or 5, I think. And the way it lines up, I don't think you'll probably have another home game. Even if you finish 4th, Branson would be 5th, and then that would put them, since they beat you, they would jump you in the standings. So unless I'm misreading it, are you reading it the same way I am, that you probably got a road game on week 10?
Yeah, more than likely. I mean, you never know, because last year we actually finished ahead of Nixon in the standings. They had 1 extra win than we did, and they beat us head-to-head. But they jumped us because they had beat us. We ended up 3rd, and they ended up 4th. We had one more. They had one more win than us, and they beat us head-to-head, and we were ahead of them somehow. I have no idea how. They jumped us because they beat us head-to-head.
Right.
So we ended up at 4th. I guess I'm saying,
and then Branson couldn't jump you
Branson couldn't jump us. But as I bring that up is just say, if we did have a good win and they lost, you just never know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right now, I think Nix is ahead of them, right? Or Nix is ahead of Ozark.
Yes.
Nix is ahead of Ozark. Either way, we would need Ozark to somehow get ahead of Nix.
Right. Yes. Which also could happen depending on what their scores are.
To be honest, like this is like, Yeah.
I should have brought my calculator.
Technically, if you want to get real technical, if Ozark beats Carthage, then Ozark goes to the 1 seed because they beat Carthage head-to-head.
Right.
And then that would make Carthage the 2, Nixa the 3. We would jump Nixa with a win, and we would go the 3, and we'd have to go to Carthage next week. Not going to happen, probably. But hey,
I was going to say if Ozark beats Carthage,
I mean, you just don't ever know, and I don't try to figure out those too much because, like I said, last year I never could figure out why Nixa was behind us after they beat us and had an extra win than we did.
Well,
so
I'm surprised I got you to talk that much about it. So I've accomplished my job.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up. Either way, Neosho coming up on Friday, and that's the one you got to take care of first. Good luck against Neosho.
All right. Thank you.
Hashtag Kasasa. Hashtag Mid-Missouri Bank.
What you doing?
Taking a Kasasa selfie.
Kasasa selfie?
Yeah, when I get Kasasa cash back at Mid-Missouri Bank, I take a Mid-Mo Kasasa selfie.
You do take a lot of selfies.
Right. When I get cash back for lunch break debit card swipes, Mid-Mo Kasasa selfie. When I get cash back for weekend debit card swipes,
let me guess, Mid-Mo Kasasa selfie?
Mid-Missouri Bank is building the community bank of the future in the Ozarks today. Visit midmobank.com, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Republic Tigers football and the Hines Street Pharmacy pregame show. And we've got keys to the game. Brought to you by Realtors Lori Casagrande and Elizabeth Gold at Reese Nichols. You probably know how well they know Republic after their years in the community. And you can check their Facebook page to see all the families who've gotten the keys to their own new homes. Thanks to Lori and Elizabeth. Whether you're buying or selling, search Facebook for Lori and Elizabeth at Reese Nichols to join the club. And our keys to the game tonight, number 1 is don't look ahead, Tim Barnes.
Yeah, it seems kind of silly to tell a 2-win team not to overlook anybody, but Neosho has 1 win. They've lost 6 in a row. Senior night, we've got districts next week. So it would be a prime game to be complacent and overlook Neosho, and they don't need to do that. They need to take care of business tonight and go in on a positive note into districts.
Rich Miles, hang on to the ball.
Hold on to the ball. You can take that in 2 ways there. First is hold on to the ball, meaning limit your turnovers. Keep the ball as much as you can. Don't hand it over. Make it easy for the opponents, especially if you fumble it and you give them a short field. Another way you can say hold on to the ball is you guys talked about how Neosho's offense loves the time of possession. They will try to keep the ball as long as they can, and if we can hold on to the ball and not go 3 and out, then that does not allow Neosho then to just put it together a really long, prolonged drive.
And finally, I say if Republic has 2 3-and-outs, if they force 2 3-and-outs on Neosho, they win the game tonight. Short, sweet, and simple.
Kind of like me.
Rich Miles, I love you. Every Friday night, we'll take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by Realtors Lori Casagrande and Elizabeth Gold at Reese Nichols Realty. Let them hand you the keys to your new home. We'll take one more break and be back with the opening kickoff after this on Republic Tiger Sports. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. Central Gas. So Neosho gets the ball first, and somebody who is watching that, tell me what happened on the coin flip.
Republic won and deferred.
So here we go. They kick off. It's shallow and taken just inside the 30-yard line. Would have been a penalty. And instead, it's caught at the 30 and out of bounds goes Neosho's return man, Weston Durman, 5'10 senior. And that's where Neosho will start things off. And they will pound it right away at the Tiger defense and see what they can do. And the quarterback, Gage Kelly, runs out. Kelly is another one of those kids who seems like we've been calling his name for a while. I think maybe he even played for Dustin Baldwin a little bit, not at quarterback. There are a couple of kids. that played for Baldwin when he was still at Neosho. Kelly up under center, and they hand it off, and hit and dropped is Talon Mitchell. Good start for the Republic defense.
Yeah, and that's definitely what we need to accomplish throughout this game, is not allowing Neosho to get big gains on the run. That's kind of been one of our Achilles heel on defense, is allowing offenses to get big chunks on the ground on first down.
And that's that's not the way, big chunks, it depends on what you mean by big, but that's not the way this Neosho offense is built, so that's in Republic's favor, and I think they jumped. Didn't hear a whistle, but they stop them anyway. Let's watch that again. I thought that the tight end on the near side jumped before the snap. Watch him, he gets down there. Well, if he might have been right on the snap. If so, everybody else on the line was slow. But this is exactly what Republic needs. You heard in the pregame just a couple of minutes ago, Dustin Baldwin saying you got to hold them to 3 or fewer yards on every play, or they'll march it right down the field. And they give it in the middle, and nothing doing again. 3 Tigers there, led by Evan Smith. And it is going to be 3 and out for the Neosho offense right off the bat.
And as you know, we mentioned already in the pregame, that's great. Neosho is kind of known for trying to grab on to every single possession minute they can on offense. So if we can make them go 3 and out, that is great.
But just to give you an idea of the time of possession that they normally have, their 3 and out took 2 minutes. That's saying something. Punt is going to bounce. It's going to go into Republic territory and be touched at about the 43, and that's where Republic will take over with good field position.
And our defensive guys right there, the return guys, just came off pumped. So definitely there's a lot of energy on the Republic sideline, a little bit more than I've seen in the past couple of games.
Yeah, I think so too. Our first quarter scoreboard sponsor is Absolute Roofing. Thanks to Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing for their support of Republic Tiger Sports. And we want to thank Super Clean Car Wash, a new sponsor on Republic Tiger Sports. They just joined up today, and so thank them for their support. And they've got a membership plan right there on the highway as you come into town, and stop in and get your car washed anytime. Hayes keeps it, a big gap up the middle, and runs right over a couple of men, including at the end of the play, ran over Josh Sterling.
Yeah.
Sterling went flying, but a big first down for Republic on their first play from scrimmage, gain of 13 for Hayes.
Yeah, I think Sterling was looking upfield for a block, not realizing that Lucas was just a few feet from his back, and Lucas wasn't going to go down for anybody, even his own guy.
That better look at the action, sponsored by Vision Health Eye Center. Vision Health committed to helping you get a better look at everything. Quick throw over here to Sterling, and he dropped it. Floated a little bit higher than he was anticipating and couldn't hang on.
And we saw that play several times last week against Carthage, where he just comes right out in the flat. We got receivers out there that are either kind of going on deep routes to make the corners back off and allow the flats to be wide open.
I thought last week against Carthage that Hayes was about as good as he's been all year at making decisions and distributing the ball. This time he keeps it. Big gap right through the hole near a first down, just short by maybe a yard inside the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I agree with you. Lucas played great, and that time a QB draw. He did a great job of making the defense thinking it was a pass. Some of the guys bailed out, and the middle of the field opened up by some good blocking with the O-line.
9:03 left in the first quarter. Sigmund in the backfield, and Hayes is going to keep it. Tries to get to the corner. Ran over Colton Sanders, but had the first down before he was brought down to about the 30, or call it the 31.
What I also like to see is early in this game, our offensive line is getting a great push up front. Neosho only has 3 down linemen, but they'll walk someone up, a DN, stand up DN to one side.
And you heard Dustin Baldwin say the line is maybe the inexperienced part of that team. Sigmund Carries it inside the 25 before being spun around and brought down. Let's watch that again. I almost thought it might have been a face mask, but could have been a shoulder pad that he was grabbed by. Takes the hand off.
There to make the stop for Neosho,
and yeah, it was a shoulder pad. Good gain on first down, though. 2nd and 2. And a direct snap, and the ball is on the ground and picked up and going the other way. And this has big play written all over it. Tristan Linders takes it to the 20, has a block, trying to catch him from behind, and he's going to go all the way for the touchdown. Tristan Linders, and the ball was down. It was
touchdown Wildcats.
You'll see it's right behind Hayes, and he didn't know that it was on the ground. And then by the time Linders picked it up, he went all the way, and what a turnaround for the Neosho defense and for the Wildcats. And they are on top 6-0.
77-yard fumble.
That better look at the action was sponsored by Vision Health Eye Center. Vision Health committed to helping you get a better look at everything. Schedule an appointment online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. Republic was moving and the ball was on the ground, and all of a sudden it was going the other way. That's been something the Tigers have really avoided most of the year.
Yeah, exactly right. There hasn't been a turnover that has been run back long distance, but what a momentum shift right there. And Neosho wasn't even prepared for it either. They've had 2 guys that have had to come out at the last second for their extra point.
Well, you can hardly blame them. I mean, yeah, you want everybody to be ready, but that was, like you said, a big turnaround and a shift in momentum. And with the extra point good, it's 7-0 Neosho. We'll take a break and see if Republic responds after this timeout. You're watching Republic Tigers football on Republic Tiger Sports. Central Gas Propane is locally owned and operated and offers exceptional customer service when you need it most. They go the extra mile to meet customers' needs with a level of service and communication no other company can beat. Call today to switch and save Central Gas Propane at 417-725-3833 or online at centralgasmo.com.
I'm Todd Wojciechowski, Executive Vice President at People's Community Bank. Our mission is to put our communities first, and that's true right here in Republic. Whether it's supporting Republic schools or volunteering for one of the nonprofits doing good work in our hometown, all of us at People's Community Bank are committed to making Republic a better place to live. I hope you'll stop in soon and say hi.
People's Community Bank, right on Highway 60. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Well, let's see what the Tigers can do with the kickoff. Neosho struck fast on a fumble recovery, and now we've got a whistle.
Flag is thrown on the, usually where you're going to have offsides on the kicking team.
Yeah, so somebody moved offsides. I don't know if we're in time to get the, let's see what we can see. Maybe the kid on the far end was a little bit in front. So the penalty means we'll do it again.
Formation, kicking team, 5-yard penalty, free kick.
Illegal formation on the kicking team. 5-yard penalty will move the ball back.
Maybe
to the
this will
35-yard line. They'll re-kick.
Re-kick will help us get a set up for a better field position.
So now the deep returners on the 15. And a high end over end kick taken at the 40. And returned out to about the 45.
45-yard line.
And that might have been Prevost.
Easton Prevost.
Yeah, Prevost.
Republic. Tigers will have it 1st and 10 from their own 45.
Easton Prevost, the shortstop who came out for football this year, got to return a kick.
Well, this is an opportunity here to see how the offense responds to this. Is this something that we'll just pick right back up where we left off, or do we just kind of hang our heads?
Yeah, I said during the break that just based on those first few plays, the fumble recovery doesn't worry me a lot. And we've got a whistle. Is this going to be one of those nights? Oh, Neosho's offside. Well,
wow.
It may be one of those nights for Neosho.
Defense lining up in the neutral zone, moves the ball to
Not a week 9 penalty you like to see as a coaching staff.
No. But the fact that it's put the ball right in the middle of the field, so great field position here.
Well, starting at the 50, 1st and 5, I think they take a shot at the end zone. That's my prediction. Oh, no, they got to Hayes and dropped him in the backfield. Good push. I think it was Drake Perry who got there first.
Well, that time right there, they had 2 stand-up guys on a blitz.
Sanders in on the stop for
Kind of looked like they blitzed.
Neosho.
Both blitzed the B gap, I think.
Also there was
and that just kind of closed up all the running lanes for our offense. But I was going to say, but we got yardage on it, but the ball was on the 50, so we actually lost yardage on that one.
2 wide receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. And they are going to pass it. Hayes is flushed out of the pocket, gets away, and can't quite turn the corner.
Lucas Hayes dragged down from behind, trying to break it to the outside.
But he did gain about 3 yards.
Tackle made by Sam
I was
Cook.
looking at the stick, trying to figure out what I was missing. The fact that they had 2nd and 6, and they had just gotten hit for the loss on the last play. Then I remembered there was the penalty before the series even started. Couldn't figure out how they were so far up. So it's 3rd and 4, which, considering the way those first 2 plays unfolded, is a pretty good situation to be in.
Yeah, in the last 2 plays, Neosho brought 2 blitzers.
No blitz this time, and plenty of time for Hayes, and he is going to throw it long now. He's got his man open, and he overthrew him by a step. Clay White was past the defense and couldn't quite get there. Just needed to put a little more air into the ball, and now Republic brings out the kicking team. I'm a little surprised by that.
Huh? You were off by just a couple plays. They did try to go for the end zone there.
When I said right now, I meant on this series. So Hughes will come in and punt it away, we think. That's how they're lined up anyway. And he does. And he kicks it deep into Neosho territory. It bounces, a chance to get it, and an unlucky bounce for the Tigers at the end. Looked like it was going to hang up and let the coverage get to it, but just at the end, it takes this second bounce, just goes right into the end zone before they could get there.
Tired of talking to machines when you call your bank?
So
our name isn't the only thing that's local. At Mid-Missouri Bank, you'll have access to our local experts by phone.
Tiger defense is back out there. They had a good first possession against Neosho, held them to a 3-and-out.
Visit midbobank.com for details.
The key to the game was, well, it was bold, it was simple, but if they get a 3-and-out here, then I'm on the hook. And a good start, gain of about 3. And that was Talon Mitchell. Mitchell, a sophomore, 5'9", 150.
No, they've only been out there for a few plays, but our defense looks so much more aggressive. Than, especially compared to last week, too. Last week, just kind of, just looked like that they weren't quite ready for the speed of Carthage last week. Tonight, definitely looks like they've got everything snapped in, ready to go.
And I thought the snap was on the ground, and hit and dropped is Mitchell. I think Moody got there first and slowed him down. And then a couple of Tigers there to finish him off, including Evan Smith. We've talked a lot about the inexperience of the defense, and we can hash this out over the next few plays, but I wonder if the difference between Neosho and a lot of the other teams that Tigers have had trouble with is you pretty much know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And so for an inexperienced player, when you don't know what the other team is going to do, and there's a lot of keys to read and all of that, maybe it gets a little more complicated, and it's not that you're not being aggressive, but you're just slower to react. And quarterback keeper Kelly takes it forward for about 5, but not enough for the first down. So unless Neosho gets a little crazy here, it's going to be time for a punt. And here comes the punt team. I don't know. What do you think about that, Rich?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Sometimes it's just it's the reaction, like you said, the reaction time from an experienced player and a non-experienced player is pretty significant. And how fast offenses play now, you don't have very much time to think.
And the ball is going to bounce, and
ball takes a Tiger bounce down at the 42-yard line.
Picked up by Quincy Willis. And Republic will start on the 42-yard line. So they moved the ball the first time and then fumbled it away and gave up the touchdown on the return. And then the second time didn't go quite so well. So let's see what happens on their third possession.
I'll be interested to see if Neosho, they had success on their first and second down against us on bringing some pressure, bringing a couple guys on a blitz. I don't see the blitz coming this time, though.
Already down to 4:08 left in the quarter. And a lot of room for Sterling as he zigzagged his way forward for about 6 yards. Maybe 5 yards on first down. Under 4 to play in the first.
It threw me off a little bit. So used to seeing Sigmund getting the handoff. Now Sterling split out.
And now it goes in motion and an option, and Hayes is going to keep it. Takes it forward for a first down into Neosho territory, down to about the 47-yard line. And Republic moves the chains.
And those two plays right there, looks like the offense that started this quarter out. Team that was just kind of getting about 4 to 6 yards per play, picking up first downs relatively easy. O-line getting a good push. Just kind of threw a wrinkle the last drive when Neosho started to blitz some players.
Sterling in motion out of the backfield in the slot. Now he reverses it and skipped ahead.
Josh Sterling, the ball carrier,
was tackled, tripped up by Quincy Willis.
Gain of 5 on the play.
But still managed to pick up 5 on first down. Down to 3:03 left in the first quarter.
Coming up for Republic. Quincy Willis again with the tackle for Neosho.
And I like this. Definitely, I don't know if the O-line got together and kind of talked things over, but whatever the case, but the O-line's looking really good on this drive.
Hayes keeps it up the middle and keeps moving despite the fact that someone has a hold of his shirt tail and dragged the tackler forward inside the 35. So you'll see he's not moving very fast, but that's because someone is hitched onto his backside.
Gain of 9 on the play to the
Neosho 33-yard line. And we're going to play a little train, conga line.
The hit at the end.
Yeah, it was.
The hit at the end was that defender purposely lowered his head and kind of went after Lucas. So that is definitely something that at the college level wouldn't stand, and that would be probably looked at again.
Yep. And a big run for Sigmund. And he gained about 7 or 8 on first down. Let's watch that play.
Again, the O-line's just getting a great push on just about every single play.
And Sigmund goes again. He's got a first down. So Republic is marching the ball up the field.
First down, T-I-G.
Again, if you were, go back and look at that play again, just about every play, our offensive line is getting a great push. They're kind of manhandling the 3 down linemen that Neosho has.
And the linebackers aren't in there to fill the gaps. And a big gap on the left side of the line for Sigmund, who's run out of bounds near the 5, and it's going to be first and goal. Tigers in the red zone again, and this Tigers trip to the red zone is sponsored by State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Learn more about State Farm coverage and get in the red zone yourself at sarahrader.com.
Anybody who's kept up with us knows that the crazy stat that Republic's got once they get in the red zone.
Yeah, they've been lights out in the red zone, even against good teams. When they get to the red zone, they've been very good. And we'll try to continue that here. Hayes gets the play. Got Sigmund next to him. Sterling in motion, gives it to Sigmund, bounces to the outside, cuts it inside into the end zone, touchdown, Tigers. And And they are an extra point away from tying the game. And let's see who runs out there, but I think that Marco Don Juan is going to be out there. Yeah, he's broke his wrist in a soccer game against Carthage, but it's great to see him out there. He's got it wrapped up, and this is about all he can do is kick field goals or extra points. In fact, I don't even know if he could kick a field goal. There might be a worry that he could conceivably have to tackle somebody on that. Kick is up, and it is good, and the game is tied. We'll talk more about Marco Don Juan's return when we come back after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
So the other morning, my little girl woke up crying.
Hello, nightmare.
No, actually, it was an earache.
Hello, emergency room.
No, not the ER. Heavens no.
Hello, waiting room.
Not this time.
Hello.
Save my spot.
From Cox Health.
I just went online, picked one of the urgent care walk-in clinics really close by, and they saved my spot in line.
That's health care on your schedule and on your terms.
Hello, convenience.
Visit coxhealth.com to learn more.
Southern Sun Electric's a proud sponsor of the Classroom Spotlight. They encourage all student athletes not to settle for just good enough on the field, on the court, or in the classroom. Keep pushing yourself to higher levels and go Repmo from Southern Sun Electric. Mentioned Marco Don Juan's return. He actually was back. He was cleared to play. Didn't rest out last night for soccer here because you can't play soccer. It might be contact with that broken wrist. But the game went into double overtime, and then nobody scored, and went to penalty kicks at the end. So they hurried up, got a jersey on him, and he went out and kicked a penalty kick. So he actually got to get in a soccer game, even though he thought he would be done for the season because there was no danger of any contact with that. Out to the 33.5, 34-yard line on the return for Neosho. We're tied at 7 with 1:16 left. This is a lot like last year where he run a few plays and the quarter's over.
Right. Going back to that last touchdown, classic Sigmund. Every time he gets the ball, he is not going down on that first contact there. He kind of got bounced around there. And again, Republic just keeping that crazy stat of us scoring just about every single time we get inside the red zone.
Tight formation for Neosho, and a gain of about 4 on first down. I think they gave it. No, Kelly kept it. I thought they had handed it off, but Kelly ended up holding on to it and gained about 4. And that's what they want to do, is just that 4-yard gain every time. And they've been, when they're successful, it's when they're consistent at it.
And another thing, too, is Neosho, they'll kind of lull you to sleep with the run. They'll do several run plays, and then once they think you're going to suck up on the run, they'll pass it over you. And they've scored on some teams by doing that. Going back to last year, they did that, too.
And almost a first down, or maybe it is a first down for Talon Mitchell. Yeah, if you watch, and on the next play, when the defense gets lined up, we'll zoom out a little bit and show you how far up the defense is. Even the defensive backs are only 7-8 yards off the line of scrimmage. In fact, we may not even need to zoom out to show you that because they're so close.
First down for the Wildcats. They'll have it first and 10.
Yeah, and that's something that, like I just was talking about. That's something you gotta be careful about. You don't want to suck everybody up so close, and then they'll try to throw one over top of you.
And hand it off to the fullback. There is not any room for him to get anywhere. That was Drake Perry.
On the carry.
And he gained maybe a yard on first down. Micah Erickson makes the hit and the stop for Republic.
25-yard line. Second down and 9.
And that right there is what we need to do, is just limit every single run play to less than 2 yards.
And the clock winds down on the first quarter, and we come to the end of one. It's 7-7. We'll be back with the second quarter after this on Republic Tiger Sports. It's easier than ever to get your Rocco's Pizza fix. Place your order on their website at roccositaliankitchen.net or call them with one tap inside the Republic Tiger Sports mobile app. And don't forget dessert, because Rocco's is serving homemade ice cream prepared right on site. Rocco's Italian Kitchen. Pizza, pasta, perfection. For more than 30 years, Yoakum Automotive has been the hometown auto repair shop you can trust, and with their new digital vehicle inspections, their mechanics will show you exactly what's wrong with your car and let you sign off before the repairs are made. Ask about their shuttle service and loaner vehicles when scheduling your appointment online at yoakumautomotive.com. Elliott Robinson and Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm, serving as your trusted business advisors. And this year, they're making possible our By the Numbers feature, where we look at stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. Elliott Robinson and Company, conveniently located in the Wildwood Plaza across from Pinnaker Chevrolet, or find them online at ercpa.com. Second quarter underway. Neosho with the ball. Kelly is going to keep it. He's got room up the middle, and there he goes. He got past the defense. And can they catch him? Yes, dragged down from behind inside the 10. It was Jaden Appleberry who got there and dragged him down, but talked about how shallow the defense is. You can see the linebackers 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and the defensive backs about 2 yards beyond that, and there was nobody in the middle. He just took it right up the gap, and Appleberry caught him. A better look at the action, sponsored by Vision Health Eye Center. Vision Health, committed to helping you get a better look at everything. Schedule an appointment online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. So 1st and 10 for Neosho. It's a big play that they don't do very often, but Kelly's going to keep it there and take it forward a couple of yards. Second and goal coming up.
Yeah, that play right there is the same exact play that they just ran for that big game there. So trying to see if they could strike gold there twice there. There was just a huge hole that their right side of their O-line created. And then you'd said our linebackers had come up and kind of got themselves blocked. And by the time the QB had gotten past the 5 yards, there wasn't anybody there to tackle him.
Ball on the 4-yard line. Second and goal from the 4. And no room for Kelly, and he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe he got back to the initial starting point of the play with forward progress. Yeah, got back to the 4, but it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 4 now. You know, 1st and goal from the 5, the way the Republic defense has played, is not an automatic. Getting a stop from that point for the defense is certainly possible, and they're within 2 plays of doing it. Tied at 7, 10:32 left in the first half. Kelly keeps it, and he is, I don't see a signal. Not in.
No, it's going to be 4th and goal.
Kelly on the quarterback keeper stops short.
So just short. Look at that.
The nose.
Zoom
of the
in on that
football.
ball. The nose is like practically casting a shadow from the lights onto the line.
Wow.
That is crazy how close they are without getting it.
This is right here where our D-line has got to play real big here. I mean, I would assume that the QB is just going to keep it and try to find any gap that he can possibly get. So the D-line's got to be play big. The linebackers got to fill every gap.
I'd almost be tempted, and somebody's called a timeout. Who wants to talk about it? Neosho wants to talk about it. I'd almost be tempted to bring my corners in and just say, okay, pass it to the wide open guy. If you see him over there, I don't know if I'm not entirely sure that if you brought him in right before the snap, that the quarterback would make the connection and not just think I'm punching it in. But we'll see. We'll take a break and be back and see what happens after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports. When you need a plumber, you usually need one fast, but you also want one who'll do the job right. In Republic, that's Far Better Plumbing. Whether it's residential, commercial, or you need excavation, call Far Better and let them take away the stress of your plumbing problem. Call them at 864-8703 or find them online at farbetterplumbing.com. Any day's a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com. Odds are certainly in Neosho's favor here. 4th and goal from about the 1-inch line. It is a sneak, and he is in. So Kelly just kept it and punched it in behind the center. And Neosho grabs the lead with 9:31 left to go in the second quarter. 13-7 now the score.
Freddie Kelly with a 1-yard run.
You take away that big run that set up the 1st and goal. Our defense has done a great job of shutting down Neosho's offense.
Have Alexander on to attempt the point after.
Snap was low and kind of funny looking, and it didn't get down, so they missed the extra point. 13-7, Neosho with the lead. We'll take another break and be back to see what Republic does to respond after this on Republic Tiger Sports. Parents and grandparents, it's not too late to make great memories with your high school students before they head off for college. One way to do that is the gift of travel. Republic Travel Advisor Crystal Hicks has helped lots of families make those memories, and she's standing by to help you too. Just drop her a line, crystal@southwesttravel.biz, and let her do the planning for you. And all without additional fees. That's Southwest Travel Advisor Crystal Hicks in Republic.
Walker, Buford, and Sterling back deep for Republic. Great hammer to kick off for Neosho.
Out past the 30 to about the 31 goes Josh Sterling.
Out to the 31-yard line, 15 yards on the return. Tigers will have it there, 1st and 10.
An opportunity also to see how our team's going to respond. The defense has given up a touchdown. The offense have given up a touchdown. Hopefully this is the opportunity where we kind of see the upperclassmen kind of take the leadership role here and respond.
Trips to the left, but then Sterling goes in motion. They give it to Sigmund, and a little stutter step, and takes it past the 35, out near the 40.
And again, Sigmund not going down on first contact. That kid's constantly driving his feet. He had 2 Neosho defenders. Looked like they had him wrapped up, and he was going to go down after only about a 5-yard gain, but he was able to drive and pick up an additional 2-3 yards after the first contact.
So 2nd down and 3 for Republic from just inside their own 40-yard line. Gavin Walker in motion, and the snap hit Walker, and he picked it up and got the 1st down. Well, maybe that was a set play.
Well, we got a flag that was thrown at the last second after the play was over with.
So watch Walker. He goes in motion, and the snap hits him. And he has the presence of mind to pick it up and run it and get the 1st down.
I think it's going to be on Neosho, the flag.
Still waiting. I haven't seen an indication yet. Oh, I was looking at the wrong official. What is
it? It was kind of what we talked about with Lucas. It was a shot to the head.
Yeah, so that's the second, first one they've called, but at least the second. And there was another I didn't say anything about that I thought was a little bit close on a run by Sigmund.
But going back to that play, we definitely lucked out there. That could have been obviously a second turnover that Neosho could have ran back. But that comes down to, again, cadence. Lucas has got to do a better job of calling for that snap and making sure that the guy that goes in motion is cleared before he allows the center to snap it.
That's just a variation of the Statue of Liberty play as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, big penalty, marches it all the way into Neosho territory.
1st down.
Republic will have the ball from the 42-yard line. Hayes and Sigmund in the backfield. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And a quick throw to Sterling on the run, and he's got a gap inside the 30, down near the 25.
Lucas Hayes to Josh Sterling.
Didn't get a very good spot at the end of the play. One official's up by the 20. Yeah, one official had it by the 26. And the second official, who was behind the play, marked it on the 28, which is way behind where he went down.
But Lucas put that ball in a great spot.
Yes.
He literally led him, allowed him to run and catch up with the ball. We saw that a few times last week versus Carthage.
Yep, that better look at the action. Sponsored by Vision Health Eye Center. In motion this time is Walker, keeper for Hayes.
Lucas Hayes
Takes it forward for about 4 yards on first down.
Dragged down from behind by
7:58 left to go in the first half. Neosho on top 13-7. First touchdown for Neosho came on a long fumble return for a touchdown. And the second one came after a long run by the quarterback, Kelly. Set it up, first and goal inside the 5, and it took them 3 plays from there to score. Hayes is going to tuck it and run it and move the pile ahead about 2 more yards. Short of the first down. It's going to be third down and about 4 coming up for Republic from the 22-yard line.
Gain of 2 to the 22.
Well, the ball's on the right hash, so they won't try to throw it to Sterling like they did going to the right. They try not to have Lucas throw across his body to the left, so it'll be interesting to see what they do here.
Maybe a little slant to Walker. He's lined up wide to the left. Sterling's going to go in motion. Now they're going to give it to Sterling on that little reverse, and he's got room, makes a man miss, spins inside the 5 and brought down. Josh Sterling has had a ton of runs where he's gained really good yardage and then been brought down on like the 5. He's got to be the most frustrated wannabe touchdown scorer on the team. He'll have a good run, and then he always runs into that last tackler right before the end zone. Big gap for Sigmund into the end zone. Touchdown, and we are tied at 13 with 6:42 remaining in the first half.
What I like about that play call is they hurried up, back up in the line of scrimmage, and Neosho's defense wasn't even 100% set.
Yep, and you see the huge hole there for the touchdown. That better look at the action, sponsored by Vision Health Eye Center. Vision Health committed to helping you get a better look at everything. Schedule an appointment online at visionhealtheyecenter.com.
Extra point kick is good.
Extra point is up and good, and Republic now leads it 14-13. And that was another successful trip to the red zone. That Tigers trip to the red zone, sponsored by State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Learn more about State Farm coverage and get in the red zone yourself at sarahrader.com. We'll take a break and be back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Hey now, Cracker Jack Shack, Cracker Jack Shack, we've Jack Shack, custom t-shirts, polos and caps. Cracker Jack Shack, we've got your back. Fitting and stitching, hey, that's our knack. Coffee mugs, pins, frisbees and more. Cracker Jack Shack, your promotional store. Creative ideas, and that's a fact. Always on time and right on track. Cracker Jack Shack, we've got your back. Cracker Jack Shack.
Tigers kick it off. It bounces. It's on the ground. Picked up barely in time at about the 24-yard line, and Neosho just escaped a disaster on that kickoff.
Yeah, number 14, Quincy Willis. Ball kind of hit the ground and kind of bobbled it around his feet. He's lucky he was able to pick that up at the last second. Great opportunity here for the defense to be real aggressive and hopefully not allow Neosho to burn up any clock here. It'd be great if we could get the ball back with plenty enough time to put a drive together and score going into halftime.
Under center, Kelly turns and pitches it to Mitchell, and nothing doing for Talon Mitchell. Defense was there to shut it down. Up off the bottom of the pile is Gavin Walker. Defense continues to play well.
At that time, Neosho just did a toss sweep, and usually you've got a pulling lineman, but it didn't make any difference at all. We had several guys there that just blew up all the blockers that Neosho had out there out on the right-hand side. Usually on a toss sweep, you pick up at least a few yards. That time our defense did such a great job, made Neosho lose some yardage. There's the pass play, the lull you to sleep. That's what I was talking about.
Got him open and completed it to Sam Cook. 6'4", 200-pound wide receiver Sam Cook makes the catch into Republic territory.
And then that's what Neosho will do. They'll go run so many times that it kind of lulls you into this mindset that it's going to be just another run play. And then, they'll have at least one receiver that'll just be on full speed down the field. And if the corner or the free safety is not paying attention to what's going on, just like there, the receiver gets past everybody.
Good gain on first down. Pick up of about 8.
32 Drake Perry for Neosho. It's just a straight give. He went right off the right guard there, and that's what we can't have happen on the defense. We can't allow just a give play or just a straight dive play gain 7 to 8 yards on first down. I think, Republic switching things up and going 4 down linemen.
Kelly keeps it, and he's got running room, and he's going to take it all the way. So the defense broke down again. He got past it, and Neosho scores a quick one, and it's 19-14 Wildcats.
Yeah, similar to the long play earlier where the QB just kept the ball and followed his blocker. Big hole there. The first time it was to the right-hand side. This time it was the left-hand side. Their O-line was just able to put the blocker there. He followed his blockers. Once he got past the linebackers, there wasn't any corners or free safeties to come up and make the tackle. So Neosho is going to go for 2 to try to make up for that missed extra point.
And they are in. Gave it to Drake Perry. And Perry goes into the end zone and makes it a 7-point lead, 21-14. So Neosho on top by 2. And we will take a break and be back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Central Bank believes in being the hometown bank of the Cardinals. Welcome to Cardinals Checking. For those who believe, sign up for Cardinals Checking from Central Bank.
Black Lab Coffee is more than just amazing coffee. It's the locally owned coffee shop where you can drop in, be greeted by name, and enjoy a quiet place to work or some peaceful conversation. Black Lab Coffee at 545 East Elm Street in Republic. The Republic has 4:52 to answer.
Josh Sterling all deep for Republic. In camera to kick off for Neosho.
Ball taken at about the 16-yard line. Out past the 30, past the 35 to about the 37 and a half yard line by Josh Sterling. So another good return by Sterling.
Return for Republic.
And Republic gets the ball back, trailing by 7, 21-14.
37-yard line. Tigers will put it in place.
Offensively, scrimmage-wise, all-purpose yards. Sterling's, he's kind of doing a little bit of everything. He's returning the ball, he's catching the ball, he's running the ball. Kid's going to be worn out, and it's not even halftime yet.
He's young. 4:45 left in the half as the drive starts for Republic. Gavin Walker goes in motion. Hayes keeps it, and he's wrapped up and dropped. Got back to the line of scrimmage and maybe about a half yard more. Marcus Duncan made the stop. Got him around the waist and didn't let him go. Second down and 9 coming up for Republic.
That play just looked flat by our O-line. Most of the plays we've seen so far, our O-line has gotten such a great push up front. That time there was just no push at all.
Sigmund, big gap, first down, up the sideline and hit out of bounds over there on the far side. Official doesn't pull the flag out. Just watch the tail end of that again.
Weston Derman, number 5, pushing him out of bounds.
Goes off the left side, a big hole opened up by the line.
First down,
And then a little extra shove there by Quincy Willis, but not flag worthy, deemed by the official. First and 10, just inside Neosho territory now. Gavin Walker in motion from left to right. Sigmund takes it around the corner. Spins off a man, flag comes in behind Sigmund. Sigmund slow to get up and helped up by Walker. And the referee's going to go over and talk to the side judge, and we'll see what we get.
It's kind of in the area of either holding or a block in the back.
I kind of assume it's going to be holding, but I'm reserving judgment. Yep, holding.
Offensive holding is the call.
So that will back up the Tigers and bring up second down and long.
Both teams haven't had too many penalties this first half.
Tigers will have it first and 10.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty.
First and 20 for Republic. Actually, the ball spotted just outside the 40.
First and 20. I said second and long. It was going to be second and long. I was not accounting for that first down on the previous play by Sigmund. So first and 20. Hayes is going to throw it. He lofts it over the middle to Sigmund, who's wide open in the middle. And he is collared from behind and brought down inside the 35-yard line. Big gain and a nice throw by Hayes to Sigmund.
Yeah, Sigmund he went straight up the field. When I was playing, we had a play very similar to that at Branson. We just called it a 50 alley where the running back would just run straight up, right up like he was getting the ball, but just keep going and kind of gets lost in the shuffle. No one picks up the running back, and Lucas did a great job of hitting Sigmund.
Sterling in motion on that little reverse again, and he follows
Sterling on the carry.
The blocker down to about the 32. He got kind of tucked himself in there behind McKinley Woods, and I think in that case he would have been better off just going around Woods and getting to the outside. Woods gave him a couple of extra yards, but I think if he'd have gone a little bit further around the corner, he'd have had more running room. Just couldn't see around Woods.
But I do like the pickup. It's always great whenever you can get, at least 5 yards on first down.
Second down and 5. Hayes is going to keep it. And there comes a flag in. He's going to go all the way up the sideline for the touchdown, but let's see if it's going to count.
I didn't
see anything over there either. Let's
watch either.
Watch the play again.
Really, the only player that was over there near the ref was Lucas.
Yeah, where he threw the flag, you'll see. It could have been
pushing the back right there, pushing.
Or he might have had a hold of something. So yeah, there was somebody there. Yeah, that's holding.
Dang.
That was a tough one.
We've already overcome one holding call on this drive.
Those are always killers, though, when you go into the end zone and then have to walk all the way back.
Yeah, it's just such a emotional shift there when you go from celebrating in the end zone to turning around and realizing, that play was for naught, and having to come all the way back, like you said.
Second and 15. Blitz. And Hayes can't get away from it. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And it's third and 15.
And that's something we've struggled just a little bit in this first half is our offense not picking up the blitz at all. When Neosho does blitz, it's not just one guy. They like to bring 2 guys, whether they're filling in the A gap or B gap or coming off the edge. But that's something that is definitely got to probably be talked about at halftime, is the O-line communicating who's going to block the blitzing guy coming up.
Down to 2:18 left in the half. Hayes trying to find room, trying to get away. Can't get away as the pocket collapses on him.
Lucas Hayes sacked.
That was Caden Decker and Marcus Duncan, who both got in there and made the hit. And it's going to be 4th and long. Interesting call here. You know, you could punt it and pin them, but I think they're going to go for it. It's too long for a field goal.
Also in on the stop.
They're going to let the clock run.
Wonder if coach will call a timeout, I think.
Yeah, maybe so. Yep, he's standing there watching the clock, waiting to call it, and he does. So 3rd and 16 is what the scoreboard says. It's actually 4th and 16, and will be when we come back after this timeout. You're watching Republic Tigers football on Republic Tiger Sports. Gold Medal Gyms is where Republic athletes build a foundation for future success. Whether it's gymnastics, cheerleading, or tumbling, young athletes learn skills that prepare them to take on virtually any sport they choose. Sign up for your free trial at their gorgeous facility at Highway 60 and Highway M. Gold Medal Gyms, raising the bar for Republic athletics. Hetty Barbecue Company is home to great barbecue, including the famous Pig Nasty Sandwich. And they're also home to the Mid-Missouri Bank Retmo Football Show every Wednesday night. Go in and check them out or call them for takeout at 732-4BBQ. Every insurance company hopes you drive safely, but Allstate actually helps you drive safely with DriveWise. It lets you know when you go too fast, brake too hard, and gives you feedback to help you drive safer and lower your cost. Contact Republic agent Jesse Pritchett to learn more. That's Allstate agent Jesse Pritchett in Republic. Tigers have a 4th and long, 4th and 16, or yeah, the scoreboard still says 3rd and 16. It is 4th, am I right, guys?
Yes, you're correct. 4th down.
They're going to go for it. Had a big gain earlier on a throw to Sigmund. Going to throw it back the other way and up the sideline, a little too long, intended for Clay White. And the Tigers turn it over on downs with 1:18 left to go in the half. And Neosho with not horrible field position on this drive. And they've broken a couple of big ones, but I would imagine the defense will play it a little bit differently here. Instead of stacking everybody up in the box, they'll be a little more careful and play that safety back to avoid giving up the big run.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's probably something that has probably been relayed down there, a little bit of adjustment.
I mean, even if they wanted to keep it like that most of the time, in this case, having the safety back, they have backed off a little bit, makes more sense. Kelly's going to keep it. He gets through, and there he goes again. Appleberry a chance to catch him and gets him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, but the defense broke down and let him run loose.
And again, it's just Gage Carroll. It's the QB. He's just following a blocker, and he finds a hole. That time was very similar to the play a few drives ago where he had a huge long run just to the right. It's nothing fancy.
Gain of 48 on the previous play.
I don't know. Do we have a timeout or we have a penalty? Or do we just did everybody just walk up closer than they?
Well, they first spotted it at the 3-yard line.
Maybe that's where he came back inbounds after being run out. So yeah, no penalty. I thought maybe Neosho had called a timeout. 1:08 left, and they are trying to get on top by 2 scores going into halftime. Kelly keeps it, hasn't been brought down yet, and finally gains a couple before he's tackled. And now a timeout called by Neosho. 58 seconds left in the half. We'll take a break as well and be back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports. New York Life agent Michael Weeks is a proud supporter of Republic Tiger Athletics, and this fall he's also sponsoring our weekly Player of the Game feature. Every week you can find a Player of the Game alongside our game summary at RepublicTigerSports.com. Thanks to New York Life agent Michael Weeks for his support of Republic Tiger Sports. Republic Glass has been a part of our community since 1972, and they've been family-owned and operated all the way. Whether it's commercial, residential, or auto, or a mirror or shower door that needs attention, Republic Glass has you covered. Call them at 732-7044. If it's glass, you want Republic Glass on East Harrison, across from the post office in Republic, or at 732-7044. Here's a touchdown for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Find her online at sarahrader.com. Second and 8 for Neosho. And there goes both.
Penalty flag on the play.
Again, each end took off. And, somebody got a pancake, but it's not going to count. Justin Sturdivant got knocked over backwards.
Second down and 14 coming up for Neosho.
That is a big break for the Tiger defense. Now
big break, and I wonder if that was going to be a play for Neosho that could have been a trick play or something a little bit fancier, and everybody was a little bit more antsier than usual. Usually when the offense goes out there and you do something a little bit different or out of sorts, you get someone who jumps.
And a keeper again by Kelly. That time they were there to shut it down.
He's to the 11-yard line of Republic. Evan Smith making the tackle.
Going to be
about
7 yards to go, I think. 3rd and 7.
Again, Neosho not showing any urgency.
30
taking their time.
30 seconds left. Now they've got timeouts, so
I think they just have one left, though.
Mitchell is going to be stopped short of the first down marker. But see, they'll let it run down. They got 4th down now, and they'll need to get it in. They'll call timeout with 15 seconds left. Yeah, you're right, though. They could have gotten another play in. And
ball marked at the 6.
Then had 2 cracks at it. But really, they've now used their timeout. Unless they throw it, which I would think Republic would want to happen, then they probably only have one more play left to run, unless they line it up real fast. So they take a timeout, and we'll take one as well. Be back with the end of the first half after this on Republic Tiger Sports. Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, they help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Check them out online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. The Simplex Insurance Nathan Dixon Agency is Republic's new independent insurance agency, and that means they can shop around to get you the best price to meet your insurance needs. Whether it's home, auto, farm, or commercial insurance, call the Simplex Insurance Nathan Dixon Agency, simplifying your insurance experience. Here come the teams. Predictions, anyone? About the game.
I think they're going to have to throw it.
4th down and 2.
Part of me thinks I think Neosho's going to run it the same play they've had the success on.
They are going to throw it.
And
it's too long
nothing.
And a flag.
Pass is incomplete.
Let's watch that one again.
Penalty flags in the end zone.
So it's going to be pass interference. There's 10 seconds left. And let's see what happens. Well, there's no contact, really. The guy fell down. They might have gotten their feet tangled as they both went up for it, but the back judge called it.
It wasn't catchable either. I don't know if they have that rule in high school or not. But
yeah, that's a break for Neosho. I don't think there was even any contact as we watched it again. That Better Look at the Action was sponsored by Vision Health Eye Center. Vision Health committed to helping you get a better look at everything. Schedule an appointment online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. I think that was one of those where, sometimes an official will just kind of anticipate the play. I think he thought there was going to be contact, and when the receiver kind of went down, he threw the flag. And now Republic wants a timeout with 10 seconds left to try to get the stop. They marched it ahead. They're on about the 2.5-yard line. So they will talk it over on the sidelines, and we'll take a break as well. And we'll see what happens after this. You're watching Republic Tigers football on Republic Tigers Sports. Berry Patch Preschool and Daycare is excited to announce they're expanding to a brand new building on the corner of 174 and Hines. They accept children ages 0 to 12, teach preschool curriculum with hands-on learning and extracurricular activities like the library, the zoo, or Stretch and Grow. Give them a call for your preschool needs at 732-7761. Berry Patch Preschool, an experienced and trusted daycare in Republic. And defensively, you just stack the box again here for Republic?
I don't know. I think they may try to pass it again. I would think that.
I don't know.
Are they lining up for a field goal?
They're lining up for a field goal.
They're not going to get a field goal. Well, it does make it 2 possessions. That's a weird. Well, nobody predicted that. That's what I was going to predict, but you guys kicked it right.
Pick it up and run.
Field goal attempt is no good.
They're blowing the whistle, and now the coaching staff is saying, why are you blowing the whistle? The coaching staff down here, if we can get a shot of the coaches, are saying that ball should be live. But now it's too late.
He's in the end zone.
He's run it all the way back.
Now they're talking about it. Boy, this is...
Somebody's going to be hot either way. Because the whistle blew.
They can't. The whistle blew, so they're not going to give him a touchdown.
Let's watch the conversation.
Yeah, because if you say it's a touchdown, then the Neosho coach is going to be mad because you blew the whistle and our guy stopped running to go make the tackle.
Yeah. Now.
So whatever they decide, the referees are just be prepared to get an earful from one side or the other.
He's not going to signal it. They're going. They're splitting the duties.
2 guys to tell the bad news. One guy to tell the good news.
Now, one of the optimistic coaches who I can't recognize over here on the near sideline.
Returned by Jaden Appleberry.
One of the optimistic coaches was putting up one finger like we're going to kick the extra point. But that's not going to happen. You could tell Dustin Baldwin just took the headset off and
took his hat off too.
And walked away. And now the worst situation is they've got the ball on the 2.5-yard line.
Well, Republic should have the ball on the 20.
Because it went in the end zone, right?
No.
Now Republic calls a timeout.
Timeout, Republic.
If they blew the whistle, if they blew the ball dead before Republic picked it up and was tackled, of course they never were tackled, they have to give it to Republic on the 20. A missed field goal comes out to the 20.
Well, I will admit that I don't know the high school rule.
Well, if Republic would have downed the ball at the 5, I could see that, but they never were down.
They're going to put it where the missed field goal. They're going to put it where the who's got the ball?
Well, Republic has the ball.
No, but who's actually holding the physical ball?
Well, they're still talking about it.
Oh, the one guy's got it under his shoulder.
Yeah. But the yard marker is at the 3.
No, see, they're going to put it. Yeah, they're going to put it where the kick was. That's where they kicked it from. And so they're going to say that's where Republic gets it.
Oh, they're going to say it's still Neosho's ball because that was first down.
No. Republic's got the ball.
We got an inadvertent whistle on the field goal try. By rule, we have to replay the down.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Wow. Absolutely the worst possible outcome.
The whistle was after the missed field goal.
Well, so they don't get in, and that salvages what would have been a real disaster. But yeah, that is one I didn't see coming. Tim, you recognized it before the rest of us that they were going to give Neosho the ball back. This place would have come apart if they had scored a touchdown on that.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and if I'm the referees, I wouldn't be walking.
Well,
it would be a quick jog.
That's one of those things where technically that is right. I mean,
I don't think if the whistle was after the missed field goal, it's like, okay, you don't get the touchdown, but you get the ball at the 20. You can't just start the whole play over again.
That was just a foobar by the referees.
But what we're saying is, but what I'm saying is, once they recognized, they blew the whistle. What happened was that the officials realized, yes, we messed up. The play was live. We blew the whistle. It was an inadvertent. That makes it an inadvertent whistle, and by rule, we have to replay the down. So, I mean, based on the mistake was the whistle, but giving Neosho the ball back by rule was the right call at that point. But, yeah, anyway. So, 21-14 Neosho. I say no harm, but Republic may have run that back, but maybe they wouldn't have. We don't know. So, anyway, Tigers are going to have to do better in the second half in any event, and we're going to take a break and be back with more after this timeout on Republic Tigers Sports. Heinz Street Pharmacy delivers prescriptions right to your door, and they can often save you money compared to what you're paying at the big box pharmacies. And their drive-up window can help you avoid long lines on your way home from work, too. Heinz Street Pharmacy. Experience the hometown difference. Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
Truck Month is happening now at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic with over 100 new Silverados on sale. Choose from new 2019 crew cabs starting under $30,000. Check out the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever and choose a new 2019 crew cab starting at under $30,000. Or make the switch to a new Equinox priced as low as $19,950 at Pinnaker Chevrolet. So find new roads in Republic or view the complete inventory at PinnakerChevrolet.com.
Hashtag Kasasa. Hashtag Mid-Missouri Bank.
What you doing?
Taking a Kasasa selfie.
Kasasa selfie?
Yeah. When I get Kasasa cash back at Mid-Missouri Bank, I take a Mid-Mo Kasasa selfie.
You do take a lot of selfies.
Right. When I get cash back for lunch break debit card swipes, Mid-Mo Kasasa selfie. When I get cash back for weekend debit card swipes,
let me guess. Mid-Mo Kasasa selfie?
Mid-Missouri Bank is building the community bank of the future in the Ozarks today. Visit midmobank.com, member FDIC.
State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. Central Gas Propane is locally owned and operated and offers exceptional customer service when you need it most. They go the extra mile to meet customers' needs with a level of service and communication no other company can beat. Call today to switch and save. Central Gas Propane at 417-725-3833 or online at centralgasmo.com.
I'm Todd Wojciechowski, Executive Vice President at People's Community Bank. Our mission is to put our communities first, and that's true right here in Republic. Whether it's supporting Republic schools or volunteering for one of the nonprofits doing good work in our hometown, all of us at People's Community Bank are committed to making Republic a better place to live. I hope you'll stop in soon and say hi.
People's Community Bank, right on Highway 60. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
That's 776-317.
Well, if 776-317 is your 50-50 raffle
You may
drawing
collect your
number,
winnings at the concession stand.
why
or
are you at
again,
home? You just
donate that back to
won money
Project
at
Graduation for class of 2020.
fundraiser for Project Graduation here. That was not my ticket. So, anyway, 21-14 at half, and welcome to the Gold Medal Gyms halftime show. Thanks to Gold Medal Gyms for sponsoring our halftime show on all of our broadcasts
Ladies
all
and
year.
gentlemen, please welcome your 2019
And before we
Tiger
delve
Pride
into
marching
the
band.
ins and outs of the first half, we're going to watch the first, or
band
rather
is
the
under the
last
direction of Dan
home
Altus, Craig
performance
Edwards,
of the
Derek
season
Brown, and
for
Shira
the
Whalen.
Tiger Pride
For your
band
entertainment this
here at
evening, the
halftime.
band will perform their competition marching show, War of the Roses. This show centers around the 15th century series of English Civil War for control of the throne of England between the House of Lancaster, represented by a red rose, and the House of York, represented by a white rose. Music includes Kiss from a Rose by Seal, The Ace Array by Giuseppe Verdi, and Ma Mère Loyer by Maurice Ravel, and Feels Like This by Adam Watts. This season, the band performed in 4 different festivals, receiving outstanding drumline, outstanding visuals, and outstanding music, and received placements everywhere between 8th and 2nd. Drum majors Megan Garvey, Maggie Mankato, Gavin Hesterly. Is your band ready? You may take the field for your October 25th home performance. for the Tiger Pride Marching Band tonight.
And the final performance of the season for the Tiger Pride Marching Band. And so we will take a quick break.
Your drum majors, Megan Garvey, Maggie Mincado, and Gavin Hesterly.
The seniors traditionally march out of their shoes on the last show of the season and will march off the field. We'll take a break and be back with first half statistics with Tim Barnes after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
So the other morning, my little girl woke up crying.
Hello, nightmare.
No, actually, it was an earache.
Hello, emergency room.
No, not the ER. Heavens, no.
Hello, waiting room.
Not this time.
Hello.
Save my spot.
From Cox Health.
I just went online, picked one of the urgent care walk-in clinics really close by, and they saved my spot in line.
That's health care on your schedule and on your terms.
Hello, convenience.
Visit coxhealth.com to learn more.
Southern Sun Electric's a proud sponsor of the Classroom Spotlight. They encourage all student athletes not to settle for just good enough on the field, on the court, or in the classroom. Keep pushing yourself to higher levels and go Repmo from Southern Sun Electric. It's easier than ever to get your Rocco's Pizza fix. Place your order on their website at roccositaliankitchen.net or call them with one tap inside the Republic Tiger Sports mobile app. And don't forget dessert because Rocco's is serving homemade ice cream prepared right on site. Rocco's Italian Kitchen. Pizza, pasta, perfection. For more than 30 years, Yoakum Automotive has been the hometown auto repair shop you can trust. And with their new digital vehicle inspections, their mechanics will show you exactly what's wrong with your car and let you sign off before the repairs are made. Ask about their shuttle service and loaner vehicles when scheduling your appointment online at yoakumautomotive.com.
Welcome back to the Gold Medal Gym's halftime show. Tigers trailing 21-14 at half to Neosho. Tim Barnes, tell us some numbers.
Lucas Hayes was 2 out of 5 in the first half for 42 yards. He rushed the ball 11 times for 49 yards. Riley Sigmund, 9 carries, 62 yards, and 2 touchdowns to go along with the 4 touchdowns he had last week. Sigmund also had 1 catch for 28 yards. Total yards for Republic, 188. Neosho, really the only stat for Neosho is Gage Kelly, 12 carries, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns, 214 total yards. And, of course, the key stat of the first half was Tristan Linder's 73-yard fumble return for a touchdown, which was a potential 14-point swing in the game.
Yeah, Tigers looked like they were going to march it down and put it in the end zone and take control, and instead Neosho got that touchdown, and that really changed the outlook of the first half, and they have not let up. At the time it happened, I remember thinking, and maybe even told you guys, whether off the air or on the air, that I wasn't too worried based on the way things had unfolded up to that point. It looked like Republic was going to dominate. They were just moving at will, and really Neosho didn't do anything on its first drive, but things have changed, and it's a lot different. Scores around the COC, I don't know that we've got them called up here, but we did see that Carthage is leading Ozark only 14-7 at half, a little bit surprising. Webb City is blowing out Nixa 27-0. And Willard on top of Branson at halftime. Big. So the keys there are Ozark winning, not winning, but not losing. The only chance that Republic has for, the only chance Republic has to not finish fifth is they would need to, well, first of all, they got to win tonight. But if they could come back and win, and they finish in the fourth slot, then they've got to have Nixa directly ahead of them. Correct? Because they got to jump Nixa.
Yes, they can jump Nixa.
Now, anybody know off the top of their head who won that Ozark-Nixa game?
Ozark beat Nixa.
So Ozark,
but Nixa can't be jumped twice.
Right, but Ozark. So if Ozark needs to pass Nixa, Nixa can't jump Ozark, but Republic would then jump Nixa because they beat Nixa. if Republic's fourth and Nix is third.
Correct.
But, so really, I guess if Ozark, well, no, but Ozark can't beat Carthage.
No.
Because then Ozark would go to the number one.
They need to stay within 13 points of Carthage.
They need a close loss to Carthage.
Yes.
Republic has to come back and win.
Preferably, yes.
I don't know that it matters how much Republic wins by.
Well, if Ozark got blown out, I could see a 13-point win for Republic might get them possibly past Ozark, because Ozark's wins have been very close and their losses have been very bad. And
yeah, but that 13-point limit because the way the formula works, just for anybody that doesn't know, is you win by 13 or more, you only get a plus 13 on the little rating.
Right. But
so
just like last year, though, Republic finished ahead of Nixa with one less win plus a loss to Nixa, and it was that point differential that.
Really, the head-to-head losses don't really matter in the rating. They only matter as far as after they calculate the rating. It doesn't hurt you more in the point standings to lose head-to-head to somebody. That only comes into play if you finish right behind them. Kickoff to start the second half is taken at about the 7-yard line and carried all the way out past the 30. Good return by Walker to start things off for the Tigers. And it's time for a gut check for Republic, trailing one-win Neosho 21-14 at halftime. And it's do or die at this point. You're probably going to Branson either way, but you do not want to lose on senior night to a team that had won only one game all year. Four wide receivers, two to each side. Hayes in the shotgun with Sigmund next to him. Gives it to Sigmund, bounces it to the outside. Little shake and bake, and then tripped up. But not before he gets past the first down marker, out all the way near the 44. And that's a very generous spot for Republic. I complained earlier about a spot that was a little short. That one, I think, went in their favor. I think he went down at about the 42 and slid forward for a couple of yards, and they put it on the 44.
Hopefully that long run play there kind of sets the momentum for this drive.
Three wide receivers to the right side, one to the left. Hayes is going to run a little option and pitch it to Sigmund. Good change of direction by Sigmund. Still only got about a yard. Pitch happened behind the line of scrimmage, and by the time he moved forward, he was only barely past where they started from.
And Neosho did a good job of coming up and defending the option. They had someone come up on Lucas and then someone come up on Sigmund as soon as he had the ball pitched to him.
2nd and 9. Sterling in motion. Quick throw and dropped by White. Incomplete. 3rd down and 9. I don't know that White would have gone very far. They had a little screen set up over there. He squatted down to make sure he got his hands around it and just couldn't corral it. White's been out for a couple of weeks with an injury, so he's a little rusty. They've thrown it to him a couple of times, but it's been beyond where he could get to. So that's the first time he's had his hands on the ball in a game in 3 or 4 weeks. From the shotgun. He's going to throw. And complete to White. That time he came back and got it, fell down, but he's inside the 45. 1st down Republic with 10:52 left in the 3rd quarter.
And I like that play call there. You go right back to the receiver that just dropped the ball, showing that, hey, forget about that. We're not too worried about that right there. We're just moving on and going right back to him. Good job for Clay. Good job for Lucas.
1st and 10 from the 43. Quick throw to Sterling on that little out, and then he dropped it out in the flat, but fell back on it. Good break. Led him on the run over there to the near sideline.
That's kind of been a relatively new successful play for Republic. We saw it work several times last week versus Carthage.
He just dropped the ball. It just kind of like started to make a move, and it slipped out of his hand. A better look at the action brought to you by Vision Health Eye Center. Sterling in motion again. This time they give it to Sigmund, and he follows Sterling and around a couple of blocks down inside the 25. And watch the lead blocks as we rewatch that. Logan Farlander, the center, was way upfield, clearing the way.
And what's great is you see a Neosho defender come flying up and miss the tackle right
watch
there.
And then watch Farlander. He's pushing his way up, and Sigmund zigzags around him. Picks up the first down. 9:52 left to go in the third. That better look at the action, sponsored by Vision Health Eye Center. Vision Health, committed to helping you get a better look at everything. Schedule an appointment online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. Sterling. Oh, no, Hayes kept it, and he brought it this way. I was watching Sterling, and Hayes hung on to the ball and came back this direction and picked up about 4 or 5 yards.
Lucas did a good job. That was a read play right there. You're reading what the defensive end is doing. And obviously Lucas did a great job and took the ball and got some yards.
This Tigers trip to the red zone, sponsored by State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Learn more about State Farm coverage and get in the red zone yourself at sarahrader.com. Tigers perfect in the red zone tonight. Hayes keeps it again. Had a gap and closed. The defense closed at the last second and tripped him up. I think it was Eric Seiler who got a hand on him. And maybe Cook a yard short. 3rd down and 1 coming up for Republic. Quickly up to the line again. Sigmund follows a couple of blockers, leans forward. He is near the first down marker, but I don't think he's got it. It's going to bring up a big 4th down.
Yeah, the referee that is closest to us has him way back, a lot farther than what I think Sigmund should have gotten.
It's awful close.
And they just picked the ball up and they're moving it back.
Oh, my goodness.
That is. He stretched out a lot farther than that.
Yeah, that's not a good spot. I mean, not a good spot for the Tigers. I'm not down there. I don't know if it was a good spot or not, but bad break for Republic. 4th down. Hayes keeps it up the middle in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And after the spot pushes them back on 4th down, Lucas Hayes runs it in, and Marco Don Juan will run out there and try and tie the game with 7:47 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Again, the Tigers keeping that awesome stat of scoring inside the red zone going for the year.
Perfect again tonight. 2 for 2, I think. Or were they in the red zone for all 3? Or did they score from outside the red zone? Kick is up and good. And we're tied with 7:47 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
All 3.
They were in so they're 3 for 3 tonight from the red zone. And now the defense needs to step it up, get a stop. The first possession of the first half, they were able to shut them down and get the 3 and out. I have basically already guaranteed the win with the 2 3 and outs, but you're going to have to do some work from here.
Just start calling you Joe Namath with the guarantee.
You don't sound as confident as Joe Namath, though.
It was conditional guarantee. Rich, I'm going to let you take this kickoff play-by-play. I've been summoned for a consultation to the booth next door by Ken Knierim. He wants to consult on something that just happened. So if they run it back, it's your fault.
Oh, awesome. Thanks. Ball's up in the air. Short kick. Taken about the 33-yard line. Ball's going to be out to about the 38-yard line. Most of the kicks for the season for the Republic Tigers have either been balls that were purposely kicked low to skip across the ground to make it difficult for the returners to get a clean catch, or they've been the really short kicks but really high arcing kicks. So this is obviously got to be the time where the defense has got to come up big here.
Neosho 38-yard line. Wildcats will have it
So
1st and 10.
Neosho 1st and 10 from about the 38-yard line. Defense has 4 dime linemen. They bring a guy up on the edge, so they have 5. Handoff. Not going to go. I think barely got to the line of scrimmage.
Another good stop by Evan Smith.
This is going to bring up 2nd and 10 for Neosho. Again, Neosho's not too fancy.
No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10.
Really just kind of a few running plays they do. They really don't have too many formations either. They'll either go kind of a pro set or they'll come out with 2 wide receivers. Again, like we talked about, they kind of will try to lure you to sleep with run, and then every once in a while try to throw one over the top. Pass play for Neosho. Wide open is number 34 for Neosho, and it's going to fall incomplete. Who was that? Sam Cook, senior for Neosho. He had the ball temporarily, and it looked like he was going to come down with it, but landed on his back, and the ground kind of jarred it out there as he was going down. So big break there for the Republic defense because he just kind of ran up the field, and he was, I don't want to say wide open, but he was definitely open. He kind of got past everybody there on the defense. Bringing up 3rd and 10 for Neosho. Oh, we had only about half the offensive line moved for Neosho, so that's going to be
flag on the play.
The flag on Neosho. It's probably going to push him back 5 yards there. False start. Another big break there for the Republic Tigers. All of you set up a 3rd and long, but you've pushed them back. Setting through 3rd and 15. Again, Neosho taking their time. It's going to be another pass play for Neosho, rolling out to his right, and wide open is going to be, is that number 3?
Yep, Dakota Bach.
Dakota Bach, and again, I had mentioned they suck you in thinking it's going to be run, and then all of a sudden they'll throw the ball over you. Usually it's someone who's coming out of the backfield. Little play action. And that was huge. Neosho had 3rd and 15 on their own side of the field, coming up big there with a pass play to the right. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the Republic side of the field.
Kelly, the quarterback keeper, smothered at the line of scrimmage.
Good stop back by the Tiger defense there. Boy, it's tough. How do you let the guy get behind you on 3rd and 15? That was a tough one.
Yeah,
conversion.
And you know, when we were coaching, we'd always tell the players, you know, situational football. Obviously, if it's going to be 3rd and long, it's more likely going to be a pass play. So that's something you've always got to think about. Even if the offense looks like it's going to be a run, always keep in the back of your mind that it's probably going to be a pass play.
2nd and 10, 4-man front for the Tiger defense. And they give it to the big guy, Drake Perry. I was summoned to the main press box. We're in a little auxiliary press box. The main box where Ken Knierim does his PA announcing, wanting to know if we knew how many touchdowns that was for Lucas Hayes, and it's 30. He had 29, 19 rushing, and now he's got 20 rushing touchdowns and 10 passing touchdowns. And it's probable that is a school record based on some things. The reason we don't know is that there's nobody really ever kept that technical specific category. Passing against his body, and he overthrows his intended receiver, Sam Cook. So we know that Journey Jones had 176 points, which we figured up the number of touchdowns that would be, and that would be fewer than 30. Well, that'd be 180 points if he had 30 touchdowns.
He had some 2-point conversions
right,
that year also.
So he didn't have that many. The only other person who might have that many, and he might be listening, is Corey Stout. and Corey's dad, Mike, might be listening. He had 20 touchdown passes in a season, but I don't have the number of maybe I'll get a text from Mike Stout here if I talk about it. I don't know how many rushing touchdowns he had that year either. And the ball batted up in the air and almost picked off. Great defensive play as they got their hands up and made the stop and then almost grabbed it out of the air.
And what our defense did a good job that time is all of our guys ran with the receivers.
Yep.
So
Sturdivant gets credit for the block pass. Yep, got his hands up and almost grabbed it out of the air, and the Tiger defense gets the stop, and we go back the other way.
Yeah, everybody who could have been a receiver literally had a Republic defender, and Kelly, the QB for Neosho, literally didn't have anywhere to throw it. And even if he would have gotten that ball thrown and not batted down, it wouldn't have gone to anybody.
So 1st and 10 for Republic as they try to take the lead again. And they give it to White on the end around. No, he's going to throw it up long, and it is short and picked off. So White threw it short. And now the return up the sideline. Still going up the sideline. Down inside the 25 all the way to the 20.
There's a flag by
the
flag. 50.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that might have been a hold. Let's see if we can catch on the replay what that was. So right about here, you'll see, yeah, somebody got ridden down there. You could just barely catch it. And that's a hold, and that'll push him back. The pass was intended for Skylar Locke, but it was underthrown, and Locke couldn't get back for it.
Yeah, he tried to bat it down. He realized that ball was underthrown and just wasn't able to bat it down at the last second. Since the penalty was after the interception, Neosho will retain the ball. I was pretty sure that you were going to mention Corey Stout. In that, I played against him, so I firsthand knowledge seeing him play the quarterback, and he was obviously by far the best quarterback throwing-wise in the COC.
Yeah, and I just
in the mid-'90s.
And I was gone by that point. I'd gone to college and was living in Columbia, Jefferson City around that time, so I didn't see him play very much, if at all. I don't know whether he would have had 10 rushing touchdowns that year or not. My gut tells me probably not. But if that's not the record, Lucas Hayes is coming close to it. But I think probably 30 touchdowns is the record, and in fact 29 might have been the record because I believe 29 probably would have been more than Journey had, based on the fact that Journey had some of those 2-point conversions that Tim mentioned. Second down and about 6.5. And the handoff goes to Drake Perry. Rumbles ahead for a couple of more yards. Brings up a 3rd down for Neosho. Down to 3:44 left in the 3rd quarter. Messier makes the stop.
Ball at the Wildcat 48-yard line. 3rd down and 4.
Well, is this where maybe Neosho tries to pass the ball again?
Normally I would have, before the game started, if you'd have asked me, put this situation to me, I'd have said no, but they've had so much success with it. Well, they're going to give it to Perry again, and he has nowhere to go.
Yeah, the Republic D-line almost took that snap. I mean, they were in the backfield and just created a huge pile there.
Still gave him about a half a yard.
Yeah,
it sure didn't look like he got back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage, but
4th down and 4. Big play here. Oh, no, they're going to punt it away. I had my binoculars out looking at the line and didn't notice that they had a punter out there. So Kelly had backed up. He's going to kick it. Gets it off. It's a good one. And a fair catch at about the 12. That was scary looking. Gavin Kelly kind of put his hands up at the last minute and waved him real fast, and then it came up on him, and he had to catch it up around his helmet. But he made the catch, and Tigers will get the ball back with 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter of a tie ball game.
This is, I mean, obviously we still have a lot of ball game left, but you kind of feel that time where we definitely need to put a really good drive here that results in some points.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of waiting much longer and letting Neosho hang around. Need to score and maybe score again. Sigmund, big hole. There he goes. Past the 35, past the 45, and tripped up near midfield, and a touchdown-saving tackle made by Brett Kammerer.
Possibly saving a touchdown.
And Sigmund there at the end kind of slammed his fist down a little bit. I don't know if he was a little angry at himself.
Yeah, he thought he was going.
Yeah.
30.
Great move there, but just couldn't get past Kammerer.
Yeah.
First and 10 Tigers, their own 47.
A better look at the action brought to you by Vision Health Eye Center. And Sigmund has it again and can't get away this time. And he is wrapped up and dropped. They're going to mark him at the 43.
Stop made by Drake Perry.
And
Perry made the stop.
Yeah, that time Neosho brought 2 blitzing linemen, and a flag is thrown well after the play.
43-yard line.
He threw it right in the middle of all the Republic players.
Second down and 14. Penalty flags on the play.
So it looks like it's going to be against the Tigers. Huh. I didn't.
Sportsmanlike conduct and penalty on the Tigers.
So, yeah, I think Zach White's telling us that they kind of tossed the ball extra hard at the official at the end of the play, and that's what that was for.
Huh. Well, I mean, not only does the play result in lost yardage, but then you tack on the penalty yards at the end.
Like 2nd and 29.
Yeah, you know, the thing is that's probably frustration at the result of the play. Of course, I don't know whether there was anything said, but
Ball moved back to the Tigers.
there wasn't anything necessarily that the official had a hand in that play that would have caused that to be angered the official. But
Right,
been a lot of flags tonight.
Almost negates the entire great run by Sigmund.
Yep, all the way back inside the 30. Show blitz. Here they come, and Hayes is hit. Almost like Hayes didn't even see that coming.
Right. Which I don't see how. He literally had 2 guys coming in, and most of it has been from that side too. And we have another flag thrown late.
And that one goes against Neosho.
Wow.
So unsportsmanlike conduct now against the Wildcats, and we're going to go back the other way.
I didn't see anything, so I don't know if that was a verbal, something that someone said. I don't want to say it was number 55 who came off for Neosho, but sometimes whenever you get a personal foul call that maybe is verbal, sometimes a coach likes to pull that player off to talk to them.
Defense, 15-yard penalty.
Moves the ball back up to the 38-yard line.
We'll go 15 yards one way and 15 yards the other way.
It's still 3rd and 19 after all that. So somehow Republic lost 5 yards on that exchange. It was, I think, 3rd and 14. 2nd and 14.
Sack was a -5.
Oh, yeah. Now the whistle blows, and we'll try it again. Sterling in motion. Hayes drops back, little screen to White, and can't quite get away.
Pass complete on the bubble screen to
And he's down at around the 44-yard line, and Tigers will have to punt it away with 1:26 left to go in the 3rd.
We've got to do a better job than that. Our opportunities in this game to get the ball is starting to become limited as we get close to the 4th quarter here.
Well, I'm afraid, and it kind of happened last year, although last year was a little different. If I remember right, that first game against Neosho, and the punt is away by Hughes, it's high and drifting toward the sideline, takes a Republic roll initially, and will be down to around the
by
42.
Jared Hughes
If I
down
remember
at
that
the
game right,
Neosho
at Neosho last year,
36-yard line.
Neosho had a lead, and Republic kind of came to life at the end and took the lead, and then ended up losing. But, yeah, I just don't like the idea of the game being tied and Neosho getting the ball with like 10 minutes left.
36-yard line.
Because they're liable to just drive down and score with 1 minute left. They will start from the 36. And they pitch it to Mitchell on first down, and he gains a yard or two.
And Neosho has tried that toss sweep a few times. They haven't had too much success with it. I think this right here probably is the most yards they've gotten on that toss.
And ended up gaining 3. 2nd and 7. Clock ticking. Down to 22 seconds left. This will be the last play of the quarter. Unless they throw an incomplete pass. They hand it off. No, it's a keeper. Kelly gets back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a half yard more. And that is going to be the end of the third quarter. Clock runs down, time expires, and we go to the fourth quarter with a 21-all tie. And we'll be back with the fourth quarter after this timeout. You're watching Republic Tigers football on Republic Tiger Sports.
Elliott Robinson and Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm, serving as your trusted business advisors. And this year, they're making possible our By the Numbers feature, where we look at stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. Elliott Robinson and Company, conveniently located in the Wildwood Plaza across from Pinnaker Chevrolet, or find them online at ercpa.com. When you need a plumber, you usually need one fast, but you also want one who'll do the job right. In Republic, that's Far Better Plumbing. Whether it's residential, commercial, or you need excavation, call Far Better and let them take away the stress of your plumbing problem. Call them at 864-8703 or find them online at farbetterplumbing.com. Any day's a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com.
All right, fourth quarter just about ready to get started. And a big 3rd down and 6 play here for Neosho. Republic defense needs a stop. They pitch it. And good job by Sigmund. They bottle him up. Prevo there as well. A gain of 2. It brings up 4th down and 4 for Neosho. And likely to be a punt here, I would think.
Yeah, this is. Yep, bringing the punt team out.
So Republic's defense stops.
It's 3 stops in a row.
Thought maybe Neosho would, be half tempted to maybe go for it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, this spot on the field would be pretty rough. Kelly gets the snap, gets the kickoff. It is shanked sideways, bounces backwards, and it ends up being about a 5-yard punt. Well, that helps.
Yes, it does. And our offense has got to take advantages right here. Yep. This is a short field. We can't let this opportunity go to waste here.
So a 5-yard punt by Gage Kelly. And Republic takes over inside Neosho territory on the 48-yard line.
And this has also got to be where our offense plays in a non-penalty manner here. Everybody's got to be, do their job. No holds, no false starts, anything like that could possibly stall a great drive.
Our fourth quarter scoreboard sponsor is Absolute Roofing. Thanks to Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing for their support of Republic Tiger Sports. Sigmund gets the handoff. Goes into the pile, falls down on the 43, and the ball is placed on the 44. Let's watch the end of that again. I just want to see.
Really enjoyed watching Sigmund run this year. He runs so hard.
Yep.
the 44.
Yeah, maybe his knee did touch down there. Although, well, I don't know. From where he got up, I'm not sure. Hayes takes it forward. I thought I saw the ball almost squirt out.
Lucas Hayes,
But he has a first down, I believe.
Quarterback option.
And
haven't signaled yet.
Yep, first down.
There they go. Down to 10:35 left. So they'll move the chain and restart the clock.
Neosho 37, first down, TIG.
And can hear him on the public address. Sigmund is tripped up, wrapped up, and dropped, and a little extra push coming up off the pile.
Brings it to the left side.
Got back to the line of scrimmage, second down and 10.
Linders.
Everywhere, every home game, and it happened at soccer last night. Seems like I have people come up to me, and if Ken is on the PA, ask, who's your PA guy? He does a great job. He's been here doing it for a long time and one of the best around. Throw it to Sterling. He's got room to the 20, 15, lowers the shoulder and bowls his way down to the 10.
Josh Sterling.
Great throw, great run after the catch by Sterling. And let's watch that one again.
Yeah, I thought he was going to run over the guy at the very end there, too.
Well, he did, just not all the way, just didn't get loose from it.
I thought he was going to smash him right there.
Yep, he hit him. Got it down to the 10. A better look at the action, sponsored by Vision Health Eye Center. Vision Health committed to helping you get a better look at everything. Schedule an appointment online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. In motion is Walker. Hayes is going to keep it up the middle, and the ball goes into the end zone, and it is covered by Neosho. Hayes had the
Mobile on the carry into the end zone, recovered by the Wildcats.
Path to the end zone, and
For the touchback.
Ball got knocked loose. That is sadly reminiscent of the Carl Junction game. Although that one, the Carl Junction game was even worse. It was later. It was closer to the end. That ball just got hit and knocked out.
Tonight just seems like everything that can go bad at times, and it does. It rears its ugly head.
Yep. Well, it's not a backbreaker. It's just a speed bump.
That's 2 turnovers inside Neosho's, deep inside Neosho's territory tonight. That's tough.
And that was a red zone. Were they in the red zone when that play started?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the first unsuccessful trip to the red zone. Kelly keeps it, gains about 3 on first down.
Kelly, the ball carrier.
I don't know if Sarah Rader wants to sponsor that particular trip to the red zone, but she did. A Tiger Trip to the Red Zone sponsored by State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Learn more about State Farm coverage and get in the red zone yourself at sarahrader.com. And red zone play has been a spectacular success for Republic most of the year, but not that time. Tied at 21, 6:45 or 8:45 left. Neosho gives it on the handoff up the middle, all the way through the defense, and still going. Down inside the 30 and dragged down from behind is Drake Perry. Perry just went right through the pile and kept running. And luckily for the Tiger defense, Gavin Walker was able to catch him from behind.
Yeah,
you got to grab him and grab him around the legs when you get him stopped.
Yeah, he should have been tackled. How he was able to squirt through a whole bunch of orange and black jerseys, I'm not exactly sure. But, yeah, going back to what we've talked about earlier, some of the high tackling has been some of the problems that this defense has faced all year.
Yeah, and Zach White astutely points out they're running out of the shotgun now, which is a change from earlier. And they give it off tackle again, that time to Quincy Willis. So a little different look on this drive. And Willis hasn't gotten the ball very much, but he does there. And Neosho, 7:59 left in the game, a chance to take the lead.
On that last play, we had a couple of defenders that weren't in the right spot. They were looking at each other, trying to position each other. So hopefully on this play, they get themselves situated and figure out where they're supposed to be.
Perry back there with Kelly. Kelly keeps it and falls forward past the 15-yard line. It's going to be, I believe, a first down.
Stop made by Riley Sigmund.
So now Neosho in the red zone after Republic coughed it up on the fumble by Hayes back at the other end of the field just a couple of minutes ago.
Again, Neosho just taking their time. They know that they probably want to milk this clock for as much as they can.
Yep, 7:13 left now. Hand off again to Willis. Gains about 4. And now Neosho doing what they weren't able to do before. That little different look. I wonder if the shotgun in that formation and just the look that they're getting is just enough to throw off the Tiger defense.
Yeah, I agree with you. You know, there hasn't been really too much indication of why they would all of a sudden go from under center to shotgun, but it has definitely worked on this drive.
They fake the handoff on the end around. Kelly keeps it. He's hit down low by Sigmund. Sigmund's been everywhere tonight. He's made a bunch of tackles. Had a good game on offense. He's probably the player of the game for the Tigers so far.
Excuse me, 8-yard line.
Yeah, and that definitely wears down a player when you're someone who is consistently being active on both sides of the ball. You're both, you know, the running back, and then you've got to turn right back around. Don't get much time to catch your breath and get a swig of water, and you're on the defense making tackles.
2 wide receivers to the right, and they give it up the middle. And inside the 5, pinballing off tacklers is Drake Perry.
Drake Perry, the ball carrier. Cody Morehouse with the stop.
What a huge turn of events here in the past couple of minutes. Looking like Republic was going to possibly score a touchdown. Neosho now knocking on the door.
Yeah, it looked like it just felt like Republic had finally decided to take control. Perry gets in, touchdown Neosho. With 5:24 left, Neosho takes the lead, 27-21.
Comes with 5:24 to go in regulation.
So Neosho did what Dustin Baldwin was afraid they would do. Hadn't done it most of the night, but they did that time.
Yeah, just put a nice, long, methodical drive that just eats up a bunch of time. Their best defense is to keep the ball out of our offense's hand.
Greg Kammerer on to attempt the extra point.
Kammerer with the kick. It's down, it's up, and it's good. So, with 5:24 left, Republic has some work to do, trailing by 7. 28-21 the score. Neosho with the lead. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Hey now, Cracker Jack Shack.
Cracker Jack Shack has got your back with custom apparel for your club, organization, or business. And they take screen printing to the next level with amazing new software that lets you track your order online from concept to artwork to the finished product. Link it, see it, click it, get it. Only at the Shack.
Always on time and right on track. Cracker Jack Shack, we got your back. Cracker Jack Shack.
Parents and grandparents, it's not too late to make great memories with your high school students before they head off for college. One way to do that is the gift of travel. Republic Travel Advisor Crystal Hicks has helped lots of families make those memories, and she's standing by to help you too. Just drop her a line, crystal@southwesttravel.biz, and let her do the planning for you. And all without additional fees. That's Southwest Travel Advisor Crystal Hicks in Republic.
Let's see if Lucas Hayes and the offense have any tricks up their sleeve. Trailing by 7 with 5:24 left in the game. Neosho has just taken the lead. Kick is caught at around the 16-yard line.
Chase Buford on the return.
Chase Buford takes it out past the 30. before
15
being
yards
brought
on the
down.
return to the 31-yard line.
Mark it at the 31, and that's where Republic will start.
Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
Seems like Neosho and Republic have had some great games the last few years.
You're exactly right. It's definitely been games that have gone back and forth. None of the games that I can think of in the recent years have been lopsided. It's pretty much whoever's had the ball last.
In motion goes Walker. 2 backs back there with Hayes, and Hayes is going to keep it. Take it right up the middle for 4 on 1st down. Clock will continue to run, down to 5:11 left. If the Tigers take their time and get down there, it's going to come down to, may come down to an extra point. Marco Don Juan is back, and he's been perfect tonight so far.
Made by Drake Steele, number 62.
But that doesn't mean he'll necessarily stay perfect. I see Tim over there thinking that I jinxed him. That's not a jinx. You got to say what's happened. Throw to Sterling. Up the sideline he goes. Spun down just short of the 50-yard line. With 4:44 remaining, that's a 1st down for Republic.
Stop made by Sam Cook.
Republic's gotten its yardage on offense
47-yard line.
in this half, but just haven't turned it into as many points as they needed to.
On the play. 1st down, TIG.
13-yard gain, and now Hayes has him back up to the line. Trips to the right side. Hayes keeps it, runs off the right side of the line, still on his feet, into the secondary, and muscles his way down near the 30-yard line. Big carry by Lucas Hayes. He saw something he liked and took it through the big hole. Receivers ran off the defenders over there, and Hayes took advantage. Took it down to the 30. Ball on the far hash mark with 4:21 left. Give the ball to Sigmund. And tried to wiggle in between a little crack in the defense. Gained 2, maybe 3, but was brought down.
Tackle made by Tristan Lenders.
4:08 left. Tristan Lenders makes the tackle, and he is one of the heroes for Neosho so far. It was his fumble recovery and run back for a touchdown that turned the tide in the first half and put Neosho on top.
He also recovered the fumble in the end zone.
Hayes keeps it again and weaves his way between the defense near a 1st down, just short of the 20-yard line. And all the excitement of that play, I didn't even catch that Linders is the one that had jumped on that one. So he's had a big night.
I think they're going to,
Officials timeout for a measure.
yeah, they're going to measure it.
We've had surprisingly few measurements this year.
If they don't get it, it's going to be awfully close. So close. I'm surprised they can't tell just by a visual.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, but I think they're a little short. Just eyeballing it, they're short of the 30. And it looks like the stick is past the 30, but maybe it's not. They are going to be short by a couple of chain links. Official holds up 3 fingers. I guess that means 3rd down, but it could mean 3 chain links. So, and then they this is what I always love. They do the ceremony of walking the chain over to the hash mark, hanging onto the chain, just to make sure, because everything about high school football is so precise. So it'll be 3rd down and a couple of inches for Republic. Got to feel good about their chances to make it on 1 or 2 plays. I'll have 2 cracks at it, obviously. 3:29 left in the game. Sterling in motion, reverses field. Hayes keeps it, has the 1st down and more inside the 10, follows Skylar Locke's block into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers, 3:15 left. Kudos to Skylar Locke for the upfield block that sprung Lucas Hayes for the last 5 yards.
I don't think there was going to be anything that was going to keep Lucas Hayes out of the end zone there at the very end.
Nope, and there's the block by Locke that just got the momentum for Hayes. And so now the extra point attempt by Marco Don Juan. And I did a magazine article on Marco and his kicking. He said he gets a little nervous at football. There's a lot more people watching on Friday night, but the kick is good, and he tied the game. So good for Marco Don Juan. He's out there with the broken wrist and the cast on the arm, and he ties the game with 3:15 left. He said he always wanted to play football, and this is the first time he's had the chance, and it's worked out.
What's great, too, is you're talking about how he came in and was doing penalty kicks at the soccer game last night. So, back-to-back nights of him in a position of, kind of high pressure there. This is something that obviously your kick is something that could, go either way in a game. So, like you said, he's out there with a big cast, and good job for him on not being intimidated or anything like that, and worried about his arm. And all of his kicks tonight have been nice, clean kicks.
And that Tiger trip to the Red Zone, sponsored by State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Learn more about State Farm coverage and get in the Red Zone yourself at sarahrader.com. And a little squib kick is stopped by the up man at about the 47-yard line. Let's watch that again, because I don't know. I don't know if that was intentional or if he was just trying to kick it on the ground.
Well, he kicked it so hard it ricocheted off the guy that.
Andre Northrup has it teed up, and he kicks it, and it just went right at the guy, and the guy stopped it and managed to cover it. So, break for Neosho with 3:14 left. And that goes back to the old theme you cited earlier. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for Republic tonight. Still, they're in a tie ball game. And that time, they get in the backfield and make the stop.
Yeah, that time Perry had nowhere to go. Yep. He initial contact was back behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to do something with it there, but he had about 3 or 4 Republic jerseys dragging him to the ground.
Morehouse was in there, and so was Messier with the stop. 2:45 left. Clock is ticking. Neosho in no hurry. If they do get down there and score, and then it's going to be near the end of the game.
Looks like Neosho may pass the ball here.
2nd and 11.
Nope.
They give it to Willis. He picks his way forward for about 4, and it's going to bring up 3rd and about 7 for Neosho.
3rd down and 8 coming up for Neosho.
As we approach the 2-minute time there on the clock, do you think Neosho maybe tries to throw one downfield?
Well, I don't think they will yet. I wonder if they think they've got the ability to kick a field goal. They tried the field goal earlier and it didn't work, but that tells me they think they've got a field goal kicker. Kelly keeps it and is near the 1st down, but I think a little short, and it's going to bring up a huge 4th down play.
Yep.
4th and about 1.
Big play right here. With less than 90 seconds left in this game.
4th down and 1.
Clock ticking down to 1:25. 4th and 1 coming up. 17 seconds on the play clock. And they're going to take their time, and in fact, they're going to take a timeout. Who called it?
I think it's Neosho called the timeout.
Yep. Timeout Neosho with 1:17 left. We'll take a timeout as well and be back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Black Lab Coffee is more than just amazing coffee. It's the locally owned coffee shop where you can drop in, be greeted by name, and enjoy a quiet place to work or some peaceful conversation. Black Lab Coffee at 545 East Elm Street in Republic. Gold Medal Gyms is where Republic athletes build a foundation for future success. Whether it's gymnastics, cheerleading, or tumbling, young athletes learn skills that prepare them to take on virtually any sport they choose. Sign up for your free trial at their gorgeous facility at Highway 60 and Highway M. Gold Medal Gyms, raising the bar for Republic athletics.
All right. 4th and 1 from the 43-yard line of Republic. Neosho trying to get the first down. The game is tied, and they are trying to get the first down and march down and score the game winner. Tight formation, quarterback sneak, and he has it. Across the 42 down to the 41. First down Neosho with 1:12 remaining. Clock stops temporarily. Republic was in this situation against Willard. Looked like Willard might drive down and get the game winner, and Republic got the stop at the end. Time ran out on Willard in that one. Down to 1:07 left. I would say I want to pick 6, but I think the chances of a pass are pretty slim. So maybe a scoop and score. Nowhere to go. Gain of maybe a yard and a half for Drake Perry. Down to 46 seconds left. Neosho's got to think about burning its timeouts here pretty soon.
They got 2 left. I don't show any indication at all.
Kind of, yeah, that's weird. I don't understand why they wouldn't be.
Sounds like they're playing for overtime.
I don't know.
Think they take a shot here?
I think so.
They're going to run the pitch to the outside. The defense is there for the stop. And so now a timeout on third down with 13 seconds left. So they let a lot of time run off. And now they got the ball on the 37. And everybody's going to go to the sideline and talk it over. 13 seconds left. Tie ball game. We'll be back after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Eddie Barbecue Company is home to great barbecue, including the famous Pig Nasty Sandwich. And they're also home to the Mid-Missouri Bank Retmo Football Show every Wednesday night. Go in and check them out or call them for takeout at 732-4BBQ. Every insurance company hopes you drive safely, but Allstate actually helps you drive safely with DriveWise. It lets you know when you go too fast, brake too hard, and gives you feedback to help you drive safer and lower your cost. Contact Republic agent Jesse Pritchett to learn more. That's Allstate agent Jesse Pritchett in Republic. New York Life agent Michael Weeks is a proud supporter of Republic Tiger Athletics, and this fall he's also sponsoring our weekly Player of the Game feature. Every week you can find a Player of the Game alongside our game summary at RepublicTigerSports.com. Thanks to New York Life agent Michael Weeks for his support of Republic Tiger Sports.
They're going to throw it. They go long. It is caught inside the 5. They stop him. 2 seconds left. There's going to be time for a play. Pass was complete.
Republic 2-yard line.
The clock will start though, unless do they have a timeout left?
Yeah, Neosho's got 1 timeout left.
And they're going to call it. They kept him out of the end zone. They tried to stand him up.
Neosho will burn their last timeout.
So 2 seconds left. Neosho's going to have a crack at it from the 2-yard line. The long pass was complete. And I didn't even catch the number on who caught that pass.
White timeout. Final timeout.
Didn't either, but
I think it was Quincy Willis.
Jumped up and stretched his arms up.
Ball at the Republic 1.
So Willis made the catch on the 1, was where they spot it. And so it comes down to first and goal from the 1 with 2 seconds left. What a wild ending for this one. Republic had the chance to score the touchdown earlier. Fumbled the ball. Whistle blowing, I'm not sure what's going on there. They're just whistling to get the players out.
You would think just the way that Neosho runs the ball that's what it's going to be, is just going to keep it on the ground, trying to bowl their way into the end zone.
Tigers have had some stops earlier. I don't think they're getting him in. He got in with the second effort. Had him stood up, and second effort, Kelly gets in. And on the last play of the game, Neosho gets the win. Let's watch it one more time.
Neosho 34, your Republic Tigers 28.
Kelly took it. They stopped him. He rolled off the pile and got free and fell in the end zone. And Neosho wins it. Final score, 34-28. We'll take a break and wrap this one up after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
Republic Glass has been a part of our community since 1972, and they've been family-owned and operated all the way. Whether it's commercial, residential, or auto, or a mirror or shower door that needs attention, Republic Glass has you covered. Call them at 732-7044. If it's glass, you want Republic Glass on East Harrison, across from the post office in Republic, or at 732-7044. Here's a touchdown for your family budget. Combine your home and auto insurance and save money with State Farm agent Sarah Rader. Find her online at sarahrader.com. Vision Health Eye Center. Outstanding eye care, exceptional eyewear. From glasses, prescriptions, and contact lens fittings to emergency eye care, they help your family see, feel, and look better than they ever have before. Check them out online at visionhealtheyecenter.com. The Simplex Insurance Nathan Dixon Agency is Republic's new independent insurance agency, and that means they can shop around to get you the best price to meet your insurance needs. Whether it's home, auto, farm, or commercial insurance, call the Simplex Insurance Nathan Dixon Agency, simplifying your insurance experience. Berry Patch Preschool and Daycare is excited to announce they're expanding to a brand new building on the corner of 174 and Hines. They accept children ages 0 to 12, teach preschool curriculum with hands-on learning and extracurricular activities like the library, the zoo, or Stretch and Grow. Give them a call for your preschool needs at 732-7761. Berry Patch Preschool, an experienced and trusted daycare in Republic.
Well, any scoreboard watching that was done tonight was a waste of time. Tigers lost it to Neosho 34-28, and they will be the 5 seed and travel to Branson next week for a Week 10 game to start district play. Rich Miles, final thoughts?
Man, there is so many instances and examples and plays that, you know, the game could literally be a different outcome. You know, the 2 fumbles in this game were huge, and I don't want to say they were the deciding thing, but they kind of were. But, you know, you play for another week, and you go down to Branson, and you get that W, and you just keep going on. You know, you keep playing until, obviously, you know, you run out of time with the playoffs. But it's a heartbreaker. You got to put it behind you, even though it's going to be difficult. And like we've said many times, you'll be in tomorrow morning watching film, and you look at the positives and you look at the negatives and what can you learn from the negatives, and try to clean up those mistakes for the next week.
One more time, I want to thank Super Clean Car Wash, new sponsor for Republic Tiger Sports, right on Highway 60 as you come into town from Springfield, and an easy stop for a car wash on your way home. And they've got monthly plans that you can sign up and then stop in there anytime you need to clean things up. So thanks to Super Clean Car Wash, new sponsor of Republic Tiger Sports. And thanks to all our sponsors for providing coverage and making it possible to follow all these teams throughout the fall, and especially football. We'll be back again at it in Branson next week, Week 10. Once again, the final here tonight, Neosho 34, Republic 28. Thanks for watching Republic Tigers football on Republic Tiger Sports.